Everybody, it's that time, guys. It's that time. It's that time of the week. It is Sunday night. It's Tabletop Tavern. It's How I Nerd with this cast. Guys, how we all doing tonight?
You sure it's not time to make the sandwiches?
I think it's time to make the donuts.
That was my thought. Yeah.
Donuts. I am from New England. It is time to make the donuts, fellas. And lady. And lady. Everybody out there, how we doing out in chat? I hope your night is going well. I know I have been looking forward to this all week. This is going to be a pivotal week in the Tabletop Tavern, and I'm excited to share this experience with all of you. I've been working on a custom spell to use on the party this week. What happens is rocks fall and everybody dies. No saving throws, no nothing, and then we just end and we go on about our way. No, I'm just kidding, guys. It's Sunday night. It's Tabletop Tavern. We are ready to have some fun, continue this story, continue this epic adventure, this Pathfinder epic adventure. Decider 12, Davdithas, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing fantastic. And on the note of that custom spell, I find it interesting that you would invent such a spell with a new series coming out so soon. Try and wipe us out. I see how it is.
I mean, two stories. It's two different stories. It's hard to run. So you know,
I get it.
Just saying.
It's fine. No, go ahead.
Let's have a crossover where our party fights their party.
Oh, let's do it. Gunnar's gonna have an existential crisis.
No, what are you talking about? We're just gonna sit on the side and share popcorn. We're good.
No, you gotta help this team, otherwise it'll be 4 versus 6. You gotta help here. I made my ruling. YottsTwitch, Mihaly, how is your night going, sir? And
it's going great, man. Thank you.
What are your thoughts for tonight?
I'm a little nervous. We had a bit of a rough fight in the last session. Shit's getting a little real. Like before this, it was easy to be like, haha, yeah, these fights, this is hilarious, having fun. Now I'm kind of like, I really hope we don't actually die. I mean, Mike, is this thing on? Can anybody hear me? Mike, please.
Please don't kill me.
No, but I'm really excited. I think we'll be fine, but damn, like the threat of death is legitimately looming.
Very fucking real, my dude.
It is real. It's very real. It's getting real up in the biatch. Luna, Idabrix, how are you doing tonight?
Me. I am good. I'm glad to be back. It's always fun on Sunday nights here at the tavern.
There we go. Our very own Luna did a appearance this week, and you want to tell us about that, Luna?
Yeah, you can catch the VOD. It's over on Dice Tyrants. I was on, they do every Thursday night. It's 8 p.m. Eastern time. They do like a 1 hour, an hour and 15 minutes, just talking all about tabletop games and gaming and how did we get into it and favorite systems. And, you know, just it kind of all just goes squarely downhill from there. But it was a lot of fun. It was fun to have some of our Tabletop Tavern members come and say hi. Mike stopped by. I saw Gunnar came and hung out and chat for a few minutes. We had some of our subscribers that came and hung out with us for a few minutes. And it was just really great. It was a ton of fun. It was a nice opportunity to get out and to kind of talk about Tabletop Tavern.
Excellent.
We were able to share info about the new upcoming series and spread the word. So hopefully some of them came over to hang out with us tonight because they are not running tonight. So hopefully they came over to say hi.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, if you're here, welcome.
Welcome, everybody. If you're new to the channel, welcome on in. Gunnar, Cyclone Jack, just as about as you about to take a vape. I waited.
It's okay.
Exactly.
I put it down for you, Mike. It's because I love you. My heart is this big.
Okay. It needs to be that big to support the body.
I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
So looking forward to tonight as usual. The cliffhangers, they're starting to get to me, man. I don't know if I can take it. My anxiety's in overdrive, man. You're doing this to me every Sunday. It's what I look forward to.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Excellent.
It's the end of the weekend, but it's time for the tavern. Let's fucking do this.
It's time for the tavern to open once again. Everybody salute. Welcome on in. Oh yeah, I got that G Fuel going. I gotta give it to you like 136.1129%, guys. So I'm drinking the G Fuel tonight, and we're gonna get fired up, guys. My name's Mike. This is the Tabletop Tavern. If you're new here, give us a follow, say hello, make sure to talk and chat, tell everybody your experiences. If you have questions, make sure to ask them. Before we get started, I'd like to send a big shout out to our community. Last week, we broke 2,000 members in the How I Nerd Tabletop community. 2,000 people have followed our channel in the last couple years. You guys are rad as hell. So what we did is we are doing a giveaway currently for an ultimate license for the Tabletop Tavern. And I just realized that I didn't make a command for that.
Oh my gosh, we talked about
this. So what I'm gonna need to do is I'm gonna need one of my moderators to go over to Twitter and grab the Twitter URL and spam that tonight. So that would be super appreciated. But if you have any questions about the giveaway, jump in our Discord and we'll give you the URL. Otherwise, one of the very rad people that help support our channel, Jack Wolfhart, Cawthon, Faye, Dr. Dune, like there's our mods. I know somebody's gonna take care of it. So thank you everybody for coming out tonight. We're gonna get it going in a second here, but as always, I wanted to thank our regular people that come out, the new people that came out, all our subscribers, and all our Patreon supporters. You guys, we love you so much. You guys are what allow us to do this every single week. We hit a milestone on our Patreon page, guys. We are officially at $100 a month, which was our first year. So that means we are thoroughly going ahead with the second campaign. So big shout out to everybody. Thank you so much for your support. We love every fucking one of you. And now what I'm going to need is some rolls from the cast. If you're new around here, what we do is we roll at the beginning of every week, and whoever gets the lowest roll has to give a recap of the previous week's escapades. So let's get some rolls in from the staff.
I'm gonna go first. Just
Oh
put it over
gosh,
with.
let's see.
Yes.
Yes!
All right.
My streak stands.
So what do we got? Read them out. Davdithas, what'd you get?
I've got a 16.
And Mihaly, what'd you get?
A 16 as well, sir.
Idabrix, what'd you get?
Natural 20, baby.
And Gunnar.
Gunnar looks somewhat impressed.
Table flip, I'm fucking out.
That would be for the 4 for you joining us in podcast land.
That's very good. That's very good. Yeah.
Gunnar,
right.
why don't you take the lead and give us a rundown on what happened last week with the Tabletop Tavern?
So starting last week, we began ourselves in the tunnels below the Sandpoint glassworks. We encountered the first sin spawn and downed it without falling victim to its effects, which was Wrath. In the next room, we found 2 more. They dropped down from the ceiling to attack us. This time, it was lost from what we could tell. Although we're not 100% sure because Davdithas is just normally like that. It's got a thing. It was a tough battle, but we managed through it. I almost went down in the fight, but I used my rage to continue fighting. Davdithas fell victim to the lust of the disgusting beast, but happens often enough that, again, we weren't surprised.
Hey, beauty's in the eye of the beholder, okay? Don't call him disgusting.
Did somebody say
Listen, man.
beholder?
No?
No.
Okay,
Not even
just
a little
checking.
bit.
I was just checking.
We continued through the caverns and found a door that we tied shut somehow, some reason, whatever. Then we continued down the stairs and found a 3-armed mutated goblin that spit acid and hit me, missed Idabrix, and hit Davdithas, Mihaly.
No. Yeah, I was like, I stepped out of the way. I was the smart one.
Yeah,
we downed.
acid. What are you gonna do about it?
We downed him after a while, and we found a bunch of magical and masterworked items. Then we continued through the caverns, and we found a 0 gravity room where a bunch of magical items were floating around. At which point, I myself, Gunnar, proceeded to fastball special Mihaly with a rope tape around his waist and pitched him through the room with great might so that he could procure said items before I yanked him back by his waist into safety in my loving arms. Because it's Mihaly, and everybody loves Mihaly, right?
It hurts so good.
We recovered a magical scroll, a wand, a prayer book, and a bottle of wine. As we went to investigate all the things, we noticed that Davdithas was gone, and I myself, Gunnar, went back to look for Davdithas and found he had just uncorked the wine and was about to drink it. I smacked it out of his hands, and in a Ken Griffey Jr. like outfielder play. Mihaly slid with almighty glory and caught the bottle of wine before it shattered on the ground. Then we continued to double back through the caverns and explore, including the door we had tied off. Yes.
Whose inventory is the wine in?
That is mine now. I
Not
put it in my
yours.
bag.
Not yours.
Okay, got it.
Is this a list of who you're holding grudges against?
No, just
Is this
'Cause
the
I'll give
list?
it back.
targets.
Is this the list
Oh,
from Billy,
targets, right?
Billy Madison?
Yeah. Hold on, he's gonna put on his lipstick and put on Joy Luck Club in a minute. So,
Oh God.
so then we doubled back and started exploring the rest of the rooms. Like I said, we explored the room that we had tied off and found some magical remnants and some fun stuff. And then we stumbled upon this magical reddish statue with a massive polearm, and then heard a monster scream. And then our wonderful, loving, fantastic, magical DM asshole ended the stream.
What has two thumbs is an asshole? This guy.
At least
For
he
all
owns
you
it,
in
ladies and gentlemen.
podcast land, Mike's pointing to himself.
Oh, we knew. We
All
knew.
right. No.
Yeah,
I think that was just assumed knowledge, but
Self-evident given the circumstances.
all right. Cass, you ready?
Ready.
Ready?
Yeah.
Time
Ready?
to do work.
Community, you guys ready out there? Let me see some of those emotes if you're a sub. If not, let's see some readies out there. Let's put F's in chat for our party. Let's get it going. Nopes. Rips.
Nope.
Nopes. No. Oh,
Lots
there
of
we go.
faith
There
in
we go.
chat, I can see.
Oh, F's. All right, guys. Gotta take a deep breath here. Oh, we got a 1 out there. I like that.
I'll take a 1.
Alrighty. So when last we left off, our party had just entered a room, and I'm going to give you a little bit of a recap of the statement that was read about the room to get going. A red marble statue of a strikingly beautiful but at the same time monstrously enraged human woman stands in the middle of this room, her stony expression twisted in fury. The woman wears flowing robes, and her long hair is held back from her face by an intricate headdress of hooks and blades. In her left hand, she carries a large book, the face of which is inscribed with a 7-pointed star. Her right hand holds a glittering metal and ivory ranseur.
I would like to seduce the statue.
Okay.
Now's not the
That would be
time.
gay.
I don't know if this is the time for the birds and bees conversation, but maybe we
Oh.
should have that at some point. Listen, we don't kink shame here. If you want to smash the statue, go ahead.
Do I know the statue is not a person?
Yes.
Okay. I
From
have that
all
knowledge.
intents and purposes, it looks like a statue at this point.
Okay,
Hey,
good.
baby, come here often.
Mr. DM, I'm gonna kill the cleric.
I'm all out of heals. I'm useless anyway. Let's roll.
Oh, all out of
roll.
heals. Okay. You have spells you can convert, right?
1. That's it.
Okay.
No one get hurt.
I'm gonna suggest to the party maybe if they reach a point where they can rest, maybe that might be an option, but I don't know. We'll have to see how this goes.
What's the worst that could happen?
So
lot.
what would you guys like to do? Give me I'm gonna put the action to you guys and see what you guys would like to do.
Are our tokens representative of where we left off?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we haven't entered that room yet.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No.
Just peering into it.
But we did hear that noise. What was that?
We heard noise.
Oh yes, you had heard a noise right before the end of it. It was kind of to the tune of
You know, that sounds vaguely familiar.
Is
Was
my
that my
ex
ex?
guest starring? Yeah, on the show.
Dude.
Wow.
Our minds think alike.
I think.
Gunnar, you're a funny man.
Yeah.
But that being said, we probably don't want to run into that thing right now, do we?
No.
Guys, how you feeling?
I have an idea. Because Big Papa Gunner's always got ideas.
All right. What's your idea?
That room we tied off
Mhm.
has 3 small cells in it.
Oh.
We bar that door shut. I've got some iron spikes and shit that we can barricade it shut.
Okay.
As we discuss this, I'm gonna walk over to the door slowly and start to close it.
We take a nap in there, rest for the night, at least 6 hours, 7 hours. Rest up, get our health back up, and let our spellcasters get their arsenals back up and running again before we continue on through this hellscape.
I wouldn't call my spell book as much of a arsenal as much as it's a I don't know, hospital. But I'll get this hospital up and running.
So this door is shut now. We heard screams through that room.
Yeah.
We should attempt to secure this door as well.
No, just leave it closed.
Can our rogue can unlock doors? Perhaps she can lock them or trap them?
I could try.
I mean, it's got to work both ways, right?
Theoretically, yes.
Doesn't work like that.
I just heard a voice, Idabrix. So what was that?
They said
It's telling me
nope.
that it doesn't work like. Anyway, I'm sorry. Okay, so you're good at opening things.
So when Idabrix opens or disarms a trap, at her level, typically what it is destroying the mechanism that is causing the trap to actuate. So
Okay.
you to set up a new trap, you would kind of have to engineer something, and I don't think we're there right now.
I don't think I have anything
Fair
to
enough.
engineer a trap with anyway.
Is there a lock on this door?
There is a lock on the door.
Can we lock it?
Idabrix, if you want to attempt to lock it, you can. Give me
Okay.
give me a disable device. We'll start.
It doesn't work that way. It works that way.
You can lock
It
a door.
totally works
You
that
can
way.
No, I'm sorry. I'm just joking.
I'm sorry, you said disable
rocks.
device.
Rocks.
Oh, sorry.
He begins casting the new spell.
God.
You said disable device.
Yes, please.
That is a 10.
Idabrix, you don't think you're able to get the lock in place. You
Totally jammed, guys.
you fumbling with the tumblers and they're just not falling into place.
All right, well, maybe we should just go back to the other room, bar it, and take a rest.
We could tie this door off. Does it open inward or out?
It opens inward.
We could tie it off to the railing on the stairs.
More rope.
Through the door handle and onto the stairs. If it opens inward,
Do it to it.
do it to
Get
it.
shove
All
the
right, so
rope.
I'm gonna tie a rope around the handle. And
Okay.
Can I reach the staircase?
How long is
The
the rope?
railings on the stairs. A typical rope is what, 30 foot?
I would say you could reach it. It just
I
barely.
start-
I lost a few inches off the end when Gunnar cut it
Yeah.
rather than untying it.
Yeah, you're
but
only about
it
15
will
feet
still
away
reach.
from the closest railing, so.
Okay, so I'm just gonna try to secure it to as many railing posts as I can. So even if one snaps, the rest might hold.
Okay. Okay.
I start heading back towards the room with 3 cells.
Okay, I'm gonna follow.
All right. You guys make it over to that room uneventfully.
In this room, you mentioned there was some like metal things. You know. Can I get the description of this room again? Maybe that's the easiest way.
Okay. This
Sorry
room,
if it's annoying.
No.
Yeah.
This room contains several ancients of relics of what used to be torture equipment. It is all around the room, but it's kind of in disrepair. And rusted, and it's not able to be used. It's just the remnants of it. So like there'll be iron plugged into the wall, or like secured to the wall, and like parts of it will either rusted or rotted off. So it's not functional.
So if it's torture stuff, though, what are the odds there'd be like some links of chain, like maybe from handcuffs or something, but busted off and on the floor?
I mean, you could probably find a link or two. A link of chain.
Like, yeah, well, maybe I'm thinking of something I can dangle from a rope, like a large clangy metal object.
Give me a percentage. Oh yeah. No. Yeah. You could find something like that. A little piece of metal
Okay.
or something. Yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
something that would make some noise.
Yep.
All right, so
So I'm gonna say
I'm gonna
you find a like 3 links of a chain.
okay, guys, if I can grab someone else's rope, we should tie some chain and hang it from the door. That way, if the door moves, we'll hear the chain start to jingle, and we'll have a little bit of warning if anyone comes through the door.
Okay, look, I have some rope, but you have to make me a promise that you won't cut it.
No promises about Gunnar, but I would love to borrow it.
Very, very attached to this rope and its length. Okay.
What
Okay.
I'd clean that rope before you guys use it.
I use
Yeah,
prestidigitation to clean off the rope.
Okay.
Okay.
So you secure the door.
I'm gonna do it to this door here once we're all in.
Okay, the main door.
So kind of like make a little airlock.
Okay.
Quick, Luna, get in.
Oh, before we go in this main room, I'm gonna cast a ton of light.
Also, I don't know who I was speaking to. Quick, Idabrix, get in.
Good catch, sir. Good catch.
So I want to make this main room super bright, and then have this second room darkened off. So if this door were ever to open, we'd also get a big blast of light.
Okay.
That would give us
okay.
fair
I like
warning.
that idea.
Does that make sense? 'Cause,
Yes, it
Yeah.
does.
when you're asleep and someone opens the curtains and it wakes you up.
What is the time on light? How long does that spell last?
Oh, that's a fantastic point.
Pretty sure it's like an hour. Let me see. I have that spell. I could tell you.
It might be an hour. I'll look it up right now though.
It is
Oh, it's 10 minutes per level.
Yep.
That's not very long.
20 minutes.
Okay.
Well, that's lame. Hey, how long does a torch last? Gunnar, you
Depends on how you build a torch. Why?
'cause if my light spell was only gonna last 20 minutes or so, would a torch burn overnight?
No, not that long.
No. Okay.
Good thought.
Do we have any wood scraps to make a campfire?
So this is common knowledge. I'm going to give it to you. You got a torch lasts about an hour as well.
Okay, thank you.
All that stuff in the other room was all like shattered pots and stuff, wasn't it? That first
Yeah.
room right when we came in.
Yeah, that's right.
I believe at this point
Once we
I've
get enough
already
food
laid
storage.
down in my cell. As they're discussing.
He's just like, good night, people.
Yeah.
Okay. What I'm going to need
any
from
other
you
plans?
are you guys okay? So once you do that, are you determining a watch in what order are you going to determine that watch in?
I'll take first watch.
I'll take last watch.
Okay.
I'll take middle watch.
I'll take whatever's left. Just like in life.
So far we've done first, middle, and last. So
Mihai, how long do you have to
Third
rest?
it is.
Mihai, how long do you have to rest to get your spells back?
I believe it's 8 hours.
Okay.
Does that sound right?
I have to pray for an hour.
But you need to rest for how long?
I don't know if I actually need to rest. Let me see.
Is it 6 or 8? Gunnar, would you like to do anything in the meantime, or Idabrix in the meantime? Would you like to do anything while we're determining in the party order?
I pull out my water skin and pull out a trailer ration and I start eating while they're talking.
Okay. Idabrix?
I am going to reach into my bag and pull out the fancy hat that Mihaly let me borrow. And I'm going to put it on and I'm going to think about things.
I immediately take out my hat, put it on my head, and then put my hand to my chin and think about things as well. I'm adding a slight stubble stroke, though.
How many, Mihai and Davdithas? I'm going to need that answer from you.
I think it's 8 hours.
Okay. So that's just going to help you guys. You guys are going to have to put that into consideration when you're thinking about your watch order. So
Maybe
why don't you guys
should
come?
take
Yeah.
first watch, and that way he can sleep the rest of the night.
Yeah, let me take first watch. I'll take second.
Okay.
And I'll still take last, so I can sleep the first portion of the night, and then, do my thing.
All right. Each of you, I would like you to give me a high or low, or tell me high or low in what you would like. You know what I'm saying? Give me a high or low.
Yep. Hi.
I'm gonna roll it. So hi, Idabrix,
Low.
Mihaly,
Hi.
Davdithas.
Hi.
Okay. All right. So what is the party order one more time?
Me first.
Okay.
Then me.
Okay.
Then me.
And then I, Davdithas, the cleric.
Okay. So you guys lay down to sleep. Mihaly is taking first watch, and his watch passes uneventfully. He taps Gunnar and wakes him up. Gunnar awakens, and Mihaly retires for the night. In your stunning accommodations in the jail cells, Gunnar, your watch passes uneventfully, and you tap Idabrix at that point, I believe.
Yep.
Okay. So you tap Idabrix. Idabrix, sleepy eyes, wakes up, looks around, and sees that she is safe, relatively safe, and relatively
Sounds
safe.
reassuring.
Yeah. And your watch passes uneventfully, and at the end of your watch, you tap Davdithas, and he awakens, and his watch passes uneventfully.
Yos. Oh, by the way, for future reference, time spent resting has no effect on whether I can prepare my spells. I just need an hour of quiet contemplation.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, that sounds good. All right, so what would you like to do at this point? I don't know what that beeping is. But
Crickets.
So, somebody's
Just
smoke
crickets.
alarm.
it's literally crickets. That was like the perfect timing. Okay.
I mean, it was night.
Okay. So what would you guys like to do at this point? Davdithas, I still believe you have to pray for your spells.
Yes, I'm praying.
Okay. All right.
Nobody talk. I'm praying.
I wake up and I prep my trail rations and I hand one out to each of them.
Okay.
Because
All right.
Papa Gunnar does provide.
Papa Gunnar. Okay.
Thanks, Gunnar.
Hey, thanks, man. What is this?
It's tack.
It's a
Excuse me?
delicacy.
Tack.
Tack.
You eat it like turnips.
Oh, hey.
Bringing
All right.
back an old reference. I like it, Idabrix. All right.
It's mostly animal fat, flour, and water.
All right.
Baked.
So
Okay.
you guys awake. Davdithas has prayed for his spells, and I'm assuming at this point Mihaly has as well. He's not prayed, but he's refreshed and he has his spells
I'm
back.
recharged.
You are
I'm like
recharged.
the Energizer Bunny.
Okay. And what would you guys like to do?
Once we're all ready, I guess it's time to go back towards that statue.
Yeah, I'm gonna take
Yeah.
down Davdithas's rope and hand it back to him.
Okay.
My rope.
Hey,
Thank
thanks, man. I really appreciate that.
I kiss it as I put it into my bag.
All right. I'm just gonna walk away without saying anything. And
I
head
shake
down
my
the
head
hall.
and I follow
I'm
after
gonna
Mihaly.
follow him. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna
Sorry,
make
I
my
moved
way
you.
out into the wooden platform and look back at you guys. Just
Oh.
kind of waiting, not saying anything.
All right. So what are we doing, guys?
Going back to
From
the
here,
villa?
can I see if that door is still secured?
Yep. As soon as you walk in the room, you have visibility on the room. Your light illuminates the stage and everything in there, and you do see the door is still closed.
Okay, I'm gonna walk over and collect my own rope, check it in my bag.
Okay. Sounds good.
I'd like to cast Detect Magic.
Okay. So you do see the items you the commonly carry with you light up.
Yep,
Okay.
that's it.
And that's it.
Okay. Hey guys, I don't sense anything. I think we're okay to move in.
All right. Little one, do you want to check the door again?
I'll check it just to be safe. Do you want me to roll a perception, or do you want to, Mike?
I will roll it.
Thank you.
I liked it better when you rolled it.
I did too, but that's all right.
There's no shenanigans.
You're convinced that the door has not been tampered with.
Cheeky shenanigans.
And then rocks fall.
Door looks clear, guys. I think we're good. I'm gonna try to open it.
You do open it.
Yep, we're good.
Okay.
Anybody want to go check out the sketchy statue over there?
Absolutely. I love sketchy statues. I step into the room up to the statue.
I move in and past.
Oh. I'm sorry, guys. We forgot to change the scene out there, so I'm going to change that right now. Alrighty.
They were stuck in imagination land.
They were stuck in full imagination land. Okay. Alrighty, so who is checking out the statue?
Me, please.
Okay. You look at the statue, and the weapon is loosely held in the lady's hand. It looks like a statue. It's completely red. Very realistic. It's not. It's extremely realistic.
Extremely. Man, whoever carved this must have been amazing. I mean, it's definitely not a woman who's been turned to stone, right? But it sure looks like it. The artsmanship. It's phenomenal.
Idabrix, give me an appraise on the weapon.
It's funny. I was just gonna ask if I could do that.
Excellent.
That is a 22.
Idabrix, you think while this is an ornate weapon, it is still functional and can be used? You think this is a weapon of a superior quality? However, you believe it's due to its build and not any external means.
Okay. So, if guys, this weapon looks like it could be used and might do some damage. I don't know if anybody's interested. Gunnar, I don't know if this is something that you might be interested in, or...
What are the odds that as soon as we take that out of her hand, she comes to life and kills us all?
Probably pretty good, but,
okay.
You know...
As long as we're all on the same page.
Yeah.
Didn't you detect magic before?
Yes.
Did you detect anything?
I did not.
I think we're fine.
I mean, Gunnar, if you wanted to put one of your ropes over her and tie her down before we take that out of her hand, I wouldn't be opposed to it.
Wait, I have just the rope for this.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Mike, what can you tell me about that book she has? A 7-pointed star on it. Is that anything we've seen before or anything I would know about?
You know that to be the symbol of the Mashtu. This is common knowledge to you at this point.
Okay, same as the prayer book?
Yep.
Gotcha. Can I tell if it's the same book?
This book is a carved. It's not an actual book in her hand. It's carved part of the statue. Yep.
Gotcha. Thank you.
How tall up is this? Is this like a life-size statue? Like it's just same size as us?
It's probably slightly bigger. I would say it's closer to 10 feet.
Can I just attempt to hoist the weapon out of it, like easily, or
give it a shot? So
let's put the entire statue.
Hold on, 1 second. Davdithas, are you? This is your action. You're choosing to do this.
I'm going to ask if everyone's okay with me doing it.
Okay.
Yeah. Are you guys cool with me just trying to yank this thing?
It started out as a statue with a weapon. It's turning into one of Davdithas' dates.
That bag that you're carrying, Idabrix, how much weight can it carry max?
It
condenses everything down to a certain weight, right?
Yeah. Let me take a look.
I'm thinking we take the bag and put it over the statue until we get it down to the very bottom, and then cinch up the bag and then reach in and take out the spear.
So the problem with that is it's in the hand of the statue, so you would have to engulf the whole statue
That's
And
exactly what I'm
big
saying.
You can't do that. The mouth of the
Okay.
it's a backpack. You can't do that.
Yeah.
Oh man, just trying to get silly.
I think
Don't mind me.
Mihaly, did you drink my wine?
No, but I've been thinking about it.
Yeah, you're already acting like you're drunk. God.
All right, so
Okay,
what are we
so
doing?
Grab this
idea.
thing.
Give
I'm
me a
grabbing
break.
this thing. Let's do this.
Yeah, okay.
So as Davdithas reaches out and puts his hand on the weapon, he twists it a little bit and it comes free without incident.
See? Easy peasy. It's a nice weapon, I
I'm gonna
think.
take a step back towards the door just in case.
I'm just gonna stare.
As
at
you
the
guys
statue.
step when you guys get into that room, your light also illuminates a little farther down the hallway. So I'm gonna open that up for you guys. You can see about 60 feet down the hallway, and it appears there's another door at the end of it.
Do I know what this weapon is?
It's a rancier. It's a polearm weapon.
Ooh.
It's not
It's
something
a
you think.
rancier, monsieur.
It's not something you think you could wield, Davdithas.
But is it shiny?
It is very shiny.
I do like shiny. All right. Idabrix, does this fit in your bag?
No. It can only hold a couple square feet, so
Hmm. All right. Well, I guess I'll just I'll carry it for now.
Yeah, it can only hold 2 cubic feet in volume or 20 pounds.
yeah.
Okay. I'll
Oh,
hold
okay,
it for
good
now.
to
Oh,
know.
wait.
It has to be more than 20
No.
pounds, right?
Yeah. It so the main component pack can hold 8 cubic feet or 80 pounds of material. I'm gonna rule that you can put it in there, Idabrix.
Oh, all right. Then sure, go ahead.
All right, open it up. Shove that right in there.
Because even
There
though
we
it's a
go.
heavy weapon, it's probably only what, like 20 pounds at max. So
Yeah. I'm putting it in tip first.
All right, so I will put that in the
Just a
party
tip.
for you. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I will put that in the party sheet, and you guys can let me know what you're doing next.
So do we see to the south and southwest of us, it looks like?
Yes, as well. So you see currently to the east, you see a hallway go down
Oh,
to
boy.
the east to a door, and then you see a hallway going down south, and with 2 openings. One, they're both going to leading to the east. One's midway down there, and one is all the way at the end of the hallway to the east, which would be, if you're facing it, it would be to your left-hand side.
Well, I'm gonna take a sniff of the air, see if I smell anything.
You smell self-regret.
Okay, yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay.
That's
Toucan
usually with
Sam
me.
here.
You
Yeah.
think it's just coming from your armor, though.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. All right. I say we head down the stairs and we check that out.
Which way? Which way do you intend to go?
East is what I'm thinking.
Okay. All right, so you guys give me your actions and let me know what you want to do.
Do you still want to take the lead, Cleric?
Yeah, I'm feeling great. I just pulled that weapon from the stone. I'm like a man of legend at this point. So I'll take the lead.
Sure, we'll go with that.
I'm just gonna kind of shake my head.
All right, so our party decides to head east down the hall. I can use words. As you get down to the end of the hallway, Davdithas, you see there is a door there.
All right. Well, look at this. A door.
A wild door has appeared.
I'm going to call Idabrix over and do the smart thing. I thought about just opening it, but
I would have
Call
paid good
Idabrix
money
up.
for that.
how much? I'll do it.
Just throw gold at his feet until he does it.
Just here! I just start throwing money at you.
Dance, monkey, dance! Yeah.
Man, and we're on the same wavelength tonight.
Tonight we're just driving, brother.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay. And on that note, I would like to
do your door thing. Yeah.
I would like to roll a perception to check the door for traps.
You're convinced there's no traps on the door.
I would like to see if it is locked, please.
The door is not locked.
I am going to push it open just a little bit, just enough so I can see inside.
Swooping out of the darkness, you see this creature is a blackened, bat-winged fiend's head. Tentacles dangle from its chin and scalp, and its fanged mouth hangs agape. A hiss and a laugh escape from its mouth as it flies at you, preparing to attack. And with that, we're going to need to be on initiative, people.
Mom?
Right. Let's roll it
Yeehaw.
up. Yeehaw.
All right.
Oh my god.
No, I don't want the whole screen.
Wow.
So I
Wow,
rolled a
is right.
2.
Davdithas rolled a 2. Idabrix, what'd you get?
I had a 7.
Okay. And Gunnar?
Gunner's got a 3.
And Mihaly.
It was a rough roll, a 25.
Rough roll. Get out.
I'm gonna beat him in the head.
A full retreat round.
Okay. So as you guys look into this room, there is a pool with water rippling quietly across the circular stone of the pool. The rim of it, which is lined in skulls. All right. The room it's a smallish room. It's only about, you only have about a 5 feet length. You only have about 5 feet as you walk around the actual pool. This creature is currently coming down from above and trying to swoop down and attack Idabrix. And Mihaly, it is to you, my friend.
Oh my goodness. I would like to. I'll cast Daze at the creature.
Okay. I am gonna check his stuff because I want to make sure.
Do you need a description? It's 4 hit dice or less.
Nope.
Okay.
Okay. So try and drop it on the character. If it doesn't work, let me know. So
Daze save 20 versus DC 15.
yep. So he unfortunately has made his save. Mihaly steps forward and reaches out with his hand and tries to daze the foe as it comes down. The creature laughs and shakes off the effects and just spit flies from its maw. With that, it brings us to Idabrix.
All right, I am going to put the new short sword that Gunnar's been training me with into practice.
Idabrix, how tall are you?
I am 3'2", sir.
And you have a short sword with a reach of what, like 2 feet? Was like
What is it?
Yep, 2 feet.
Yeah, 2 feet.
Idabrix, you are currently not able to swing at him as he is in the air.
Okay.
If you would like to delay or hold an action for when he comes within range, you are certainly able to do that as well.
Yes, I would like to do that.
But right now, you're like, I can't, I'm gonna get him.
Guys!
You know what, Idabrix, how this works out, what I would technically do is have you hold an action and attack when it comes in range. However, its next turn, it has next to act, so you would jump in that point. So
Okay.
just go.
All right,
We're
fair
gonna
enough.
call it. Yeah,
Good tip.
let's not overthink it, guys.
And Idabrix instantly dies.
Right.
Yeah,
And I'm going to start rolling a new character while you guys finish this off, okay?
Yeah.
All right, let's see. That is a 14 to hit.
Ooh. Idabrix steps up and hits the creature, and she wildly swings her sword over the head. And how much damage is she doing as she's flailing around, jumping up, trying to poke it?
Wow.
7 damage.
Idabrix coming hard tonight. She's doing 6 + 1 for 7 damage to the creature.
I'm like, Gunnar, the training's paying off.
Doing it, Mom.
All right, so that brings us to the creature's turn, and he is going to fly down and try and bite Idabrix in the face.
Didn't Idabrix need to move into him?
Yep.
Not set in the tunnel?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Idabrix, you would be back right.
Right there. Okay.
Yeah, we'll call it right. Huh.
Okay.
Okay. So he comes down and tries to bite you and hits AC 15. Oh, I'm sorry. AC 20. I'm sorry.
Oh, then yes, that's gonna hit.
Oh, geez.
Oh, yes. So he is going to do. Let's do this. He is going to do damage to the Idabrix. And Idabrix, I'm going to need a save from you, and I'm looking up the save again.
Please be reflex. Please be reflex.
Give me a fort save, please.
Oh, I don't want to.
Oh! What did you roll,
Nice.
Idabrix?
21.
Okay. You feel like a disgusting nature start to creep over you, and all of a sudden you just shake it off. You're like, nope, not today. Gunnar, you're up.
What we say to the god of death.
Not today.
Not today.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 move. Full 40 move, and I will flank it with Idabrix.
Okay.
And I will swing off on this monstrous-looking baddie.
What are we swinging with today?
We're using our magical +1 longsword.
Okay.
Today. As I rip my shield free in my back, draw my longsword, and with one deft upwards cut, I try to slice this thing in half.
Okay. Let's see it.
And that'll be a 25 to hit.
AC 25 hits, sir. How
Wow.
much damage?
I'm going to use my +3 modifier from Dirtbag Don for my damage.
Okay.
So we're
You
gonna
can do it on damage rolls?
Oh, wait. On damage, no. On hit, you
Okay.
can. To hit, you can.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay, never mind. I'll cancel that out.
No,
Thank
I think
you,
we should
Mihaly.
be able to use it on damage rolls, just to be clear.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
We
Just in
could. You know
case.
what? I'll put a vote up on Twitter, and we'll decide over this coming week if that's the case what the community wants to do, and we'll work on that, guys. Okay.
Alright.
So, how much damage are we looking at?
9 points.
Okay.
Wow.
So so Gunnar comes up and comes with an upward slicing blow and traces a line of blood up the side of its, the back of its head. Blood flies and hits the wall with a splat. And with that, it brings us to Davdithas.
All right. So in the center of that room, what is that?
That would be the pool of water with the skull that I had described.
Am I able to stand just to the south of it, or is
Yeah.
that...
There's 5 feet
Okay.
all around it. So
Good news, I can anyway. So I'm gonna move my full 20, which gets me right up to the front of the doorway here.
okay.
And I'm gonna assume I'm probably in touch range of Idabrix.
Yes, you are directly in. Yeah.
Well then, I'm going to reach out with my hand and my holy symbol in the other one and say, Idabrix, a bit of luck to ya. And I'll touch her with it.
I'm a halfling, not a leprechaun.
Oh my god.
Oh, Christ.
Top of the morning to you, Idabrix. Have a little bit of luck there, would you?
I'm just giving you a bit of luck, shorty.
Oh
Wash
my
it down
God.
with some Jameson. Jamison, sorry.
Jamison.
Yes.
Oh God. Okay. Would you like to do anything else on your turn, Davdithas?
That's all I got. But so Idabrix, next time you roll a d20, you can roll twice and take the more favorable result.
Sweet. Thank you.
Mihaly,
You're
you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna step in behind Davdithas and I'm gonna try Daze again. I'm not satisfied with my return on that last cast.
Okay.
So dropping Daze, and it fails the save.
It fails the save, so it is currently dazed, and I will give it the dazed status.
Yes.
Let me do the statuses.
I'm saying that in character, by the way. My arm pumping and
You're
going,
like,
yes. As I see it, like, kind of, daze out a little bit.
So Mihaly steps forward, casts his spell, calls on his innate ability, sorcerer's ability, casts the spell at the Vargul. Yeah, I said what it is. He casts the spell at the creature and
gained knowledge.
dazed them. and I gotta look real quick because he is currently flying. So could you look up the daze effect for me and see if what it actually does?
Yes, I have the description open now.
Okay.
Spell clouds the mind of a humanoid creature with 4 or fewer hit dice so that it takes no actions. 5 or more not affected. Dazed subject is not stunned, so attackers get no special advantage. After a creature has been dazed by the spell, it's immune to the spell for 1 minute.
It just loses its turn. Okay. All right, so I'm going to roll that he stays up in the air because he's not actually stunned. He's just unable to act. With that, that brings us to Idabrix.
All right. So I'm going to try to attack again with the same sword.
Don't forget your flanking bonus.
And I get a flanking bonus this time. Do I have to?
Manually,
I add that?
manually too. Yeah, roll it up for +2.
Okay, so.
So Idabrix steps forward with a mighty blow, and
a 17 to hit.
I'll say you could still roll again and see if you get a crit.
yeah, absolutely.
I could. That's
Yeah.
right.
Yep.
Let's do that, and just in case.
Come on, that's 20.
All right.
Nope.
Okay. So Idabrix jumps up and lodges the knife right under the back hinge of the jaw in the creature. And for how much damage, Idabrix?
For an additional 6 damage.
So I'm also gonna. Well, okay. So
Sneak
as
attack.
Idabrix, well, he's dead. He's dead. So
It's dead.
yeah, I was
Dead
gonna.
Jim.
Yeah.
Surprise, you're dead.
Yep. So as Idabrix jumps up and stabs behind the jaw, the blade slides cleanly up into the brain of the creature. She withdraws the blade. It falls to the ground dead at your feet.
Gunnar lets out a booming laugh, steps over the floating head, and picks up Idabrix in one arm and tosses her in the air and catches her.
Oh my god! What is happening?
Do you allow this? Do you allow this to happen, Idabrix?
I do,
Okay.
yeah.
Very well done, little one.
Okay. Is there anything else you guys would like to do?
I'm just like, guys, look, I actually killed something all by myself.
I'm gonna squeeze past Davdithas and into the room. Is there anything you can tell me about this water? Does it look like just regular water, or is there anything funky going on with it?
Let me see.
That's always a good sign. Let me decide how much it's gonna kill you.
Let me double check it because there was something odd.
In the meantime, I'm nudging Mihaly and going, if we hollow that thing out, it could be a hat.
Oh
The creature?
my Desna. I love the idea.
Just saying. Just saying.
Perhaps it could be a mask. I can put my eyes through its mouth hole.
Yeah.
How crazy
pretty
would
cool.
that
Mihai.
That's disgusting, you
Yes.
guys.
I forgot to mention there is a chest in this room as well. If you would like to try and figure out if there's any magic in this area, you're more than welcome to.
I will detect magic.
I will also detect magic.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, double detect. So something from you feel a presence from within the chest, and the water in the basin lights up and identifies as magic as well.
There's something in the chest in the water. I said it first. Ha, I beat you.
Ooh, little healthy competition.
I dispel detect magic, cross my arms, and sit down.
Would you like to figure out what kind of magic is in the pool?
Yeah, can I roll like a knowledge arcana or spellcraft on it? How does that work?
Spellcraft, please.
Okay. Oh yeah, I'm gonna look at the pool first.
Okay.
Yeah, I look
I'm
in the
just gonna-
pool too.
Kind of put my hands up on the skulls and lean in.
I look in the pool because that's
Get a
what
good
everybody
look at
else is
it.
doing. I'm like, what are we
Ooh,
looking at,
Mihai.
guys?
I roll a 20 plus 5 or 25 on the pool.
Mihai, you've never actually seen one of these, but you think this is it's kind of like a utility pool. Once per hour, the waters and like this used to be used as a washing pool. So once per hour, the waters actually purify themselves, and so people would come in here and wash up and and clean up, and then the next hour, all the water would be purified back to drinking quality.
Okay. Is there any way for me to tell if it's been an hour since someone has, like, can I tell if it's pure now?
You rolled particularly high, so I'm gonna let you, you think right now it's currently pure.
Cool. I'm just gonna lock eye contact with, let's say Davdithas. I'm gonna lean in with my hand and take a bit up and then just drink it. Just without breaking eye contact whatsoever.
If I didn't know any better, I'd say he's hitting on me.
Didn't you two wake up in bed together?
I don't want to talk about that. Now's not the time or the place.
I actually don't recall that.
Don't recall that either.
Crazy
actually.
stories.
That's crazy, man.
So-
Crazy, man. Hey, look, a chest.
So
Hey, let's go
Mihaly,
check that out.
So Mihaly, you take a drink of the water, and it's cool, refreshing water.
Good. Tastes great.
Davdithas, what did you just say? Did you want to take an action?
I'm gonna go take a look at this chest.
Okay. So you guys both do sense some magical presence from within that.
I would like to ask the chest if it is feeling good today. You might think I'm crazy, but if it answers back, we're not touching it.
Okay, I'm gonna roll a spellcraft on it
Well, the chest itself.
before it talks.
So the chest is currently closed, but you know there's a presence of a magical item within. Or presence.
Oh, okay. So the chest itself is not magical, guys. I think there's just something happening inside it. We
Okay.
probably want to find out what that is, right?
I lift it open.
It's locked.
I strain a muscle. I put my full body into that.
Davdithas, you're back. You gotta lift with your legs, man. Are you okay?
I know. Oh, I'm okay. All right.
All right. Hey, well, at least you're the healer, so
It's
be
it's either
fine.
really heavy or it's sealed.
Little one, would you try to open this thing?
I would be more than happy to.
I'm just gonna step
Thank you.
aside.
Oh boy. All right. I'm gonna roll.
Idabrix, as you
well, I'm
step
gonna-
towards the chest, you look down this chest, and there's a very visible like padlock on the outside of it, and you just kind of look over at the.
I just kinda look at it. I'm like,
you look over at
guys.
Davdithas, and you're like, shake your head. You just shake your head.
seriously.
Okay.
I'm gonna go sit in a
Like
corner.
throw my hands up and mutter something in halfling.
Okay.
I'm gonna
can't-
cast light on the padlock and say, Davdithas, can you see it now?
I can't even go in.
Ooh.
I can't even go and sit in a corner because this is a round room.
Oh my
I'm
god.
totally defeated.
Idabrix, give me
Davdithas, have
a
the drink, man. You just need to clear your head.
Idabrix, give me a
The
disable
water's
device, please.
Yeah. Oh boy. This is a 18.
Okay, so as Idabrix masterly slides her lockpicks into the lock, click, it opens, and the lock falls from the chest.
Oh boy. I'm gonna open it
Idabrix, when you open
very cautiously.
very cautiously, as you slowly open the chest, you look inside and you see what appears to be gold coins scattered around, and there is a wand as well in there.
I'm gonna close. There's nothing in here, guys.
Oh, strange. I wonder why someone would lock it.
Are you?
I wonder why I detect a magical thing from it.
Are you bluffing
so
them,
weird.
Idabrix?
Yep.
Okay, give me a bluff, and anybody who wants to.
I feel like Mihaly and me should get a bonus considering we detected magic in there.
Yeah, there's clearly something magical in there, but I'll roll a sense motive anyway. 16.
As will I for 13. So
Okay.
Natural 20.
Idabrix, nobody is having your
I-
bullshit right now. Nobody is buying it.
I just like point to Idabrix while looking at the guys and be like, Joker. Oh my god, she's hilarious. And then I use my foot
like-
to kick it open if I can.
I'm gonna
Yep.
be like,
So-
jump out of the way. I'm gonna be like, just kidding.
So Mihaly reaches over and kicks the top of the chest open, and everybody sees within there is a one wand as well as a bunch of coins in the bottom of the chest.
Okay.
I reach in.
Coins, wand.
I reach in the chest, I grab the wand, I hand it to Mihaly, and then I proceed to
Thank you,
start
sir.
counting out the coins into 4 stacks.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go. That's my boy.
So that would equate to 25 pieces per person.
I take my 25, I show them in my pouch.
Okay.
You know, I really like that whenever we get gold as a party, like every single time we get gold as a party, we all make sure we split it
Evenly. Yeah, every
Like
single
there hasn't
time.
been one time where we've not done that.
Not a time
No,
I can think
You
not
of.
guys are the
once.
best.
Nope. Yeah.
Not even once.
Okay.
Great.
What would you
I'm gonna
like?
take my hat off and put it in my bag.
Yeah, I'll take my hat off too.
Okay. And what else are we doing?
That wand, can I detect what it is?
You can try and figure it out. Yep.
I will roll a spellcraft,
Please.
and I roll a 13 plus 5 is 18.
You're not able to use this type of magic. Typically, you are familiar with. This is a wand of cure light wounds with 6 charges left.
Guys, cure light wounds, who could use this? It's not really my wheelhouse. Davdithas?
I'm not sure I know how to use it, honestly.
You could use it, Davdithas.
You can use
I
it.
could use it. I just remembered. Yeah.
Well, I'm just gonna twirl it in my hand and hand it over. Here you go.
Normally people throw things at me. That's so kind of you.
Well, I mean, last time it didn't work out so well.
That's true.
You still owe me that 30 gold, but I'll let it slide.
You still have a bottle of wine.
All right, so there is a door to the east, and you have the hallway back to your the west that you came from as well.
I open the door.
Door opens freely. No locks kill you instantly. They just kill you slow.
Wow.
So you look down you look down the hallway. About 20 feet down from you is another door.
I step down to that door and open that door as well.
You open the door, and what you see is a spiral staircase leading down. However, rocks and debris block your way. There is, I'm sorry, it winds up, not down. My apologies. And there is it goes up a couple feet, and then there's just thousands of pounds of rock that are just blocking the stairs.
I pause and I look back at the party and go, I'm not that strong.
I don't think any of us are.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk up as close as I can to the rocks and sit there for a moment and detect magic.
You just detect the items that are on you.
Okay. Yep, that's the best I could do.
I start making my way back towards the statue room.
Davdithas, is that a cantrip for you?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Just checking.
Yeah.
I'm going right behind Gunnar.
And I'm going to put that onto your character, the wand, Davdithas.
Thank you.
I'm gonna stay standing in this room and wait for Davdithas to come back through.
Oh, ran past you.
Way!
So you
I'm gonna
guys
stand over to the side and shout
are
it back
still
at him.
currently yelling in
No, that was a joke. I'm sorry. Just a callback joke.
okay.
The wait joke.
Okay.
Don't
We're
worry,
gonna have
it will
t-shirts
happen.
with just way.
It will happen.
Wrapped around the back.
With butterflies on it.
Wrapped around the back.
Yeah, all the way
front.
around through the armpit.
All right. So you make it back to the room, and you do see the door that you came through on your right-hand side to the north of you, as well as the hallway leading now to your left down to the south. On the easternmost wall, there is at the southernmost point, there is a hallway going off to the left or the east, as well as midway down the corridor on your east as well. On the east as well.
Hold on, wait, everyone, wait.
I walk down.
Wait. I'm like right
So-
next to him. You whispering that in his ear. Wait.
Gunnar, do you wait?
I pause. What?
Do you want some virtue?
Sure.
I'm gonna give you some virtue. I'm gonna give him a little virtue. I'm gonna give a little virtue to myself. I'm gonna turn around to Mihaly. Be like, you want some virtue?
How did I get kicked way back there?
You get virtue. Idabrix, you want some virtue?
Sure.
Virtue. Boom.
All
Done.
right. So you all are currently very virtuous. As Gunnar steps down to the hallway midway point down the hall, you look and there is a hall extending to the east about 80 feet, maybe 100 feet. At the very end of the corridor, it looks like it branches off, or it goes on an angle down towards like the southeast.
Okay. I'm gonna pause and check the last one as well.
Stand guard at this entranceway.
Okay, so Davdithas is standing that way. You look down this hallway, Gunnar, and it's about 20 feet, 25 feet, 30 feet down, and you think it branches off to the south, which would be your right at this point.
Gunnar's a man on a mission. He's going to check that one first.
All right.
Oh, I see him take off, and I follow suit.
Are you going to be with him, Davdithas?
I shall be with him.
Davdithas, give me a perception, please.
Okay. Perception. That's a 18.
Davdithas, you notice a hidden door because of your nature. A part of your nature. You pick up on the fact that there's a hidden door at the bottom, 10, 15 feet in front of you, south of you.
So wait, this just looks, does it actually like curl around to the south?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. And then I noticed that there's a door down here.
At the bottom of the corridor in the south, yes, there's a door that's hidden, but you definitely see it.
Hey Gunnar.
Hmm?
You want to know something cool?
What's that?
Look right there. I walk over to it, and I don't really know the nature of this door, but I'm going to do what an individual would do when they see this type of door in order to open it.
So as Davdithas steps forward, he sees a very, very craftedly little sectional part of the stone. He comes up, presses the stone, and the door starts to slide open. Gunnar, it appears to you that it's just a wall, but the wall suddenly swings open, and you see in front of you a room that you guys checked on the way in. It is the room with the debris that previously was a dead end.
Okay.
Well, that was cool, right? Are you impressed?
I'll admit I'm impressed. That was interesting.
I made a wall move.
You did.
Yeah.
And I didn't even have to hit it.
I know, right? Isn't that cool? Huh.
All right, let's go back and find the others.
Strange that this is here. Yeah, let's head back. I mean, we know this room.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. As Davdithas and Gunnar retreat back down the hallway, they come to the intersection of the previous hallway that led east, and meet up with their comrades Mihaly and Idabrix.
Hey guys, I made a wall move.
Wow, that was way better than the song that we were just singing.
Yeah.
Oh. You're singing a song.
About fancy hats.
Oh, the fancy
Well,
hat
we're
song.
singing it super quietly. It's like it's like an ASMR song.
Yeah.
Fancy hats
Fancy
are really good. We all love fancy hats.
All right. What would you guys like to do?
Like, you got to be part of the club, you know.
Right.
Gunnar, with my ability to move walls, I think I should take point.
Go ahead.
All right, let's keep going at a jauntily pace.
Davdithas, as you get to the end of the hallway, light illuminates the area as you come into this room, and the tunnel widens here in what appears to have been once a small shrine. Far to the northeast, steps lead up to a platform of gray stone sitting atop the platform is an ancient altar, little more than a jagged block of black marble with a shallow concavity on the top of it. This basin is filled with what appears to be filthy water. To the east of the stage, along the smooth hewn cavern walls, lay a double set of doors, and they are currently closed.
All right, I feel as if it's safe to walk into this room, since nothing screamed at us yet.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow into the room.
Is everybody coming into the room?
Yep.
Yeah. I'm sort of still like where that bend in the hallway is, but yeah.
All
I'm
right.
gonna step up as close as I can get to the double doors and cast detect magic.
So the water up on the altar starts to glow. You also feel the presence of another magical presence in the room to your, we're going to call that southeast.
Southeast is
Through that
directly where I'm standing, through the doors. Okay.
Through the doors.
Okay. So I'm gonna walk up to the altar, and I'm just gonna look at the rest of the party and kind of nod them over.
I stay at the bottom of the steps.
Okay.
Guys, something's wrong with this water.
I'm very busy looking at the wall to see if I can make any more of them move.
And what's wrong with the water?
I don't know. Well, it's definitely magical. Mike, is there anything else I can tell about it?
So while this appears to be magical, Mihaly, you're not familiar with this type of magic. You think it might be more in line with a divine power.
I'm gonna pull out the prayer book for Lamashtu and start flipping through it and see if there's anything referencing like an altar of sorts.
You can't read anything in that book.
I'm just flipping through the pages mindlessly,
Okay.
clearly not gaining any information. I close it and put it back in my book and go, "Yep."
Do I notice this happening?
Yes, you do.
You're poking walls. Come on.
Hey, Mihaly,
Yeah.
give it here.
The book?
I reach up for a high five.
Listen, I'm
My man.
I'm not
Hold on.
a practitioner of the magical arts or any of the sort, but I can tell you that maybe reading the journal of an evil, chaotic, unlawful, destructo demon of death in a dungeon might be a bad idea.
I mean, I technically didn't read it. I was more looking at the pictures.
Some nice pictures. Some nice pictures.
Well, look at it this way. If it can gain us any information, perhaps there's something we can glean from it. It's not like I'm going to go all Lamashtu on you guys, right?
Odin, save me.
Okay, I'm just going to put the book away.
Even I know that thing's bad.
I'm gonna
Well, you
put it
would.
back.
It's in direct antithesis to you, Davdithas. So I would.
Right,
I would hope you
exactly.
know this was.
I'm gonna,
Yes. This
I
thing
want to
is
put it in
very
my
bad.
bag, but I want to open up the bag and go like, "Hey, you don't read it either, okay?" And then close my bag over.
What was that?
His
just,
bag.
My bag.
You're talking to your bag?
Don't you?
Bag knows how to read?
Well, I mean,
No, I don't know. As a matter of
you
fact,
guys
no.
don't talk to
We
your bag.
we don't have the time for this. We don't.
You do not find him weird for that?
We can discuss it later.
All right.
I hold my robes and go, "You guys are nice robes too, and just remember that." And then tie them up again. Yeah,
Wait, he
just
drank
talk to your
that
stuff.
water. He drank that water earlier. Now he's talking to his apparel.
Idabrix, can you
Yeah,
check those doors for me, please?
I would be happy to.
Davdithas, give
Thank
me
you.
knowledge religion, please.
I would love to. Hopefully this doesn't end up like last time. Here we go. Huzzah! That's a 13.
Davdithas, your initial thought, you know this is you very clearly know this is a shrine to Lamashtu, and you think that the dirty water is probably unholy water, but there's something different about it.
Can I inspect it closer?
Sure.
and
Sure.
discern anything about it?
Yep.
I'm doing that.
Go give it another shot. Give me a perception and a knowledge religion, please.
Perception. Two things I'm good at. That's a 19 for perception.
Okay.
Nice.
And knowledge religion. Ready for this? It's going to be a great roll. It's a 2 plus 4 for 6.
While you are pretty sure this is not your typical unholy water, you are not quite sure what it is.
It's bad, though. It's unholy. I can
There's
tell you that
definitely
much.
something going on there, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't play in this water. That's for sure. I'm actually going to take a few steps back and suggest we move on.
All right. I was gonna check the doors over here.
Okay. You do not think they're trapped.
I do not. I am gonna try to see if they open.
Hey, how's everyone's virtue doing? You feeling virtuous? You feeling virtuous? What about you? You feeling virtuous? Anyone need
Feeling good.
refresh? Refresh is all around, everyone. Just hold out my hand. Wait for people to come up and bump it.
How does virtue work?
I don't like that he's not answering the fact that I just said I was gonna try to open the door.
Waiting for the bump. Waiting for the bump.
Okay.
I fist bump him.
There you go. Feel the virtue.
Yep.
How does virtue work? Does it have any effect on me? I'm sorry.
Plus
Gives
one
you
hit
one
point.
temporary hit point.
Yep, virtue it up, my dog.
Virtue it up.
All right.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. There you go.
Idabrix.
Yeah.
This huge room looks like nothing more than an immense underground unholy cathedral. Stone
Nothing
doors
more.
stand to either side of the main entrance, but beyond this, the walls are carved with strange, spiky runes. In the center of the room is a large pool with a ring of polished human skulls balanced on the stone spikes, arranged in a circle around the deeper midsection. At the far end of the room, a pair of stone stairways lead up to a pulpit, on which sits a second pool. This one triangular and filled with churning, bubbly, rancid water that looks almost like translucent lava. Yet while wisps of what look like heat and steam rise from the strange orange rancid liquid, the room itself is deathly cold.
Well, nothing here.
Yeah, looks like nothing more than an immense underground unholy cathedral.
Yeah. Fantastic.
I stayed in a hotel once that had this accoutrement, if you will. It was a themed room.
It has a
interesting.
certain je ne sais quoi, if you will.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, this
So-
is fun.
All right, I guess we go back to town now.
Wait, I don't think we've let me peek in. Peek in here. Let's just check around to the southwest,
He's
northeast.
gonna die.
I'm gonna step behind Gunnar.
Do I see
Okay.
anything?
You see pretty much what we just described.
Okay, that's cool. Where are you guys going?
Nowhere.
I'm standing here waiting to figure out what we're doing.
I'm
Yeah, I mean, we gotta go in there, right, guys? Come on. We came all this way. Let's just finish it. We gotta clear it.
I take one hop 5 foot into the room.
Okay.
I'm in the room.
You are in the room. It's an
Water's
oppressive
fine.
it's an oppressive feeling for you in here, Davdithas. There's nothing technically wrong with you, but it's a very oppressive feeling and stifling to you.
Ooh,
There's no happy little trees in here or butterflies.
ooh. Guys, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Doesn't feel right. Do I recognize this as like the work of Lamashtu, I'm thinking?
Very clearly.
Yeah.
Jack,
This is-
I'm sorry, Gunnar, you have been awarded a +1 by Nate Westlink.
Thank you very much.
And Idabrix, you have your +1 from Heron.
Thank you.
Look, if we're gonna do anything in this room, we should do it quick and get out.
All right, so what do you want to do?
Can I use my perception to identify any points of interest in this room?
I mean, the bubbling pool of rancid, translucent fluid is one. The altar.
Yeah.
Everything about this room stands out to you as not right, Davdithas.
I'm gonna step into the room and cast detect magic. I'm assuming the pool's glowing, the altar. Anything else?
Nothing that you can see right now.
Is there anything?
So not
In my
even the
knowledge.
pool and the altar?
You said you assume the pool and the altar, so they are
okay.
glowing.
Yep, gotcha.
So do I have the knowledge to put these things to rest?
Are you talking purify? You're talking...
Yes.
You don't know at this point. You would have to investigate the things further. What's going on in the room?
Okay. I suppose I'll start with the pool.
Davdithas, as you get near the pool, you hear a voice that says, "Who are you meddling fools?" Actually, that doesn't work. We're going to go here. We're going to try again. Who are you meddling fools? How dare you tread upon these holy grounds and blaspheme Mother's sanctum? No matter. I have taken care of creatures way more powerful than you fools. A scream comes out from the corner of the room. You dare come here? Your god has forsaken you by sending you here to this place. That whore you serve, she has no power here. Do you see butterflies anywhere? No. What you see is your death.
I'm gonna shove butterflies up your ass if you keep talking like that.
That's not a butterfly, Davdithas. That's not a butterfly.
Oh, my bad.
Suddenly...
You were saying?
Suddenly a creature fades into view.
Oh.
Ram horns curl back from the twisted head of this tiny winged creature. Natural spikes adorn its head, elbows, and even its tattered wings. Its body is thin and wiry. However, a full bosom stands out in stark contrast to its otherwise horribly twisted features. Its head swings to you, and it begins to scream. At this point, the creature takes out a dagger and gleefully slits her own wrist, her eyes fluttering as if exulting in the pain, purposely allowing some of it drop into the pool of water by her feet. As the blood hits the water, a hiss erupts. Suddenly, a hand lunges up out of the water, then a second, and the hands grasp the edges of the pool and thrust the body and head up out of the water. A figure jumps from the pool to land on back-bent dog-like legs. It rears back, and saliva, foul water fly out like spittle in a scream of pure rage. And with that, we're going to be on initiative.
Oh.
Quick, Davdithas, seduce it.
I will try my best.
I would like everybody to give me a quick perception before we actually do initiative. We'll resolve initiative, and then I want a perception from you guys.
I'm so disappointed. I just rolled a initiative, but it didn't land on the field. And it was really good. Oh, no. And now it's a 1. Oh, no.
Mihaly, what did you roll?
11.
Idabrix?
That was a 7.
Gunnar?
That's an 8.
And Davdithas rolled a 1. So.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. So I need a perception from all of you, please.
I'd like to comment that it was a 19 when I rolled it off of the field.
Sure.
All right.
Aw.
17 perception.
12.
29.
27.
Nice.
Okay. Anybody who rolls over 20, as she cuts her wrists and the blood fall down, and you see this creature crawl from out of the pool. You notice that the pool, the glow diminishes, noticeably as the creature calls out. You look at her, this figure's face, and a sudden look of worry crosses her face when she notices this. Guys, with that, we're gonna take a quick 5-minute break. We're gonna
Good.
Every friggin' time.
I know.
I could use this break.
He does this he feeds on this. I know.
I know. I get such a sick enjoyment out of this, and I love it.
You do too much.
He's gonna start developing a fetish of ending things just at the right
Right
precise moment.
Well, I mean, it's better to land it at the right time than early.
Or not at all.
Or not at all.
It's better to have loved than I've never loved at all.
All right, guys. We're gonna take a quick break for about 5 minutes to give the cast and myself a chance to use the restroom. I have a little commercial I'm gonna run, so I appreciate you guys sticking around. We'll be back in a quick couple minutes, and we'll continue then. Thanks, guys. Hey everybody, we're gonna get back to the action in just a second here, but I want to introduce myself. My name is Mike, and I'm the Dungeon Master for the Tabletop Tavern, and I wanted to fill you guys in on some things you might not be aware of. Our channel focuses on interactivity. To that end, for our subscribers, you automatically get 1 roll a night, and if you save up your loyalty points, you also have the opportunity to give our players a +1, +2, or +3 to their roll. Hell, you can even give it to me so I can make it that much easier to kill a player. It's a great way for you guys to get involved in the game. Speaking of getting involved in the game, if you join our Discord, !Discord, we have an RP channel that's an expanded lore from this world, and we have a great community of people in there that are keeping it all going offline. Also, we have our community NPC channel. You can answer 5 simple questions. It takes about 2 minutes to come up with a concept for an NPC, and that could get featured in our world. So definitely check that out. Our players also have channels, and I have a Dungeon Master channel for myself as well. So it's a great way for you to connect with us and talk about strategy, talk about ask what people were thinking when they made a decision. So check that out. The easiest way you can support our channel is to like, share, and spread the Tabletop Tavern to anybody you think you might be interested. You know, it's a free way for you to expand our reach and, hopefully can help grow this community. If you are in a position to support us financially, the best way to do that is patreon.com/Tabletop Tavern. Patreon takes the least amount of money from us, and everything you guys contribute, even as low as $1 a month, goes a long way to help offset some of the costs we incur during running the show. Podcast hosting, licensing, equipment, it adds up pretty quick, and we all do this out of pocket, out of love for it. So thank you so much for coming out to check out this week's edition of the Tabletop Tavern. My name is Mike, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the show. Okay, guys, we are coming back from that break. Thank you so much for bearing with us while we took care of that. So when we left off at the break, we had our party was starting to make some friends. So we are going to leave it there. So for reference, the creature that crawled out of the pool, I wanted to make sure our party knew what it looked like. And so you have seen this type of creature before. And you know what this is. You know this is a sin spawn. Although you don't know what variety at this point. So
Lust.
My God.
All right. So the winged creature is currently flying. She's about 30 to 40 feet up in the air. I wanted to make sure that everybody was very aware of that. All right. And that brings us to the so we're on initiative now, and it looks like Gunnar and Idabrix are still out in the doorway. The creature that is on bent back legs, the sin spawn, starts to move around the pool and comes around this way and starts to engage with Davdithas. As it runs up, it rears back with its claw and is going to take a swing at our cleric here in his enemy's territory. So nope, that would be this one. So he's gonna run up and take a swipe at Davdithas for AC 8. Does that hit, sir?
I dodge it.
Alrighty, right. So as the creature comes down with a swipe of his claws, Davdithas deftly, I don't know how he does it deftly with a -17 dex, but he definitely steps out of the way and avoids the blow.
I'll tell you how, because I'm wearing chainmail instead of the chain shirt. That's how.
That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works.
Hashtag logic, folks.
This ain't it, Chief.
All right, so the creature starts casting a spell. The creature that's flying in the air starts casting a spell.
Can I tell what it is?
Give me a spellcraft.
I roll a spellcraft of 16 total.
You believe she's casting daze. And she is casting daze at you, Mihaly.
She's within range of, like, she's in a threatened square for Davdithas.
No, she's not.
Does he get an
No,
attack?
she's not. That is the other creature.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's the other one. My
Yep.
bad. Tokens and everything.
All right. So, as in, she's flying in the air. So, so she's casting daze at you, Mihaly, and we're gonna.
Where I know she's casting it, is there anything I can do?
No. You don't. Oh, you could. Yes, you could counter a spell because you know the spell itself, right? But you would have had to have that spell ready, I believe. Let me look up.
Well, there is no. I don't know if there's cast time on that or what. How do you can't really ready a spell with it?
All right. You guys discuss for a second while I look that up.
Technically, I
looking it
think
up
you'd
as
have to
well,
like ready it beforehand. So like, if anyone casts a spell,
Yeah.
I'm ready to cast
that-
counter spell.
Okay. In that
And then
case,
as a
that's fine,
reaction,
but
yeah, that
If-
makes sense to me. But I'm not a D&D pro by any means. I mean, I tried to seduce a statue.
Well, I mean, yeah.
So
All right. So I'm looking up right now.
the casting time for that is a standard action, so they would have to take a standard action to cast it as well, right?
Correct.
Okay.
To use a
Yeah.
counterspell, you must select an opponent as a target of a counterspell. You do this by choosing to ready an action. In doing so, you elect to wait to complete your action until your opponent tries to cast a spell. You may still let words are hard,
What?
guys. You may
Words are
still
hard.
you may still move at your normal speed since ready is a standard action. If the target of your counterspell tries to cast a spell, make a spellcraft check, DC plus 15 plus the spell's level. This check is a free action. If the check succeeds, you correctly identify the opponent's spell and can attempt to counter it. If the check fails, you can't do either of these things. So you would have to ready an action to try and do a counter spell.
Okay. So short answer, nothing I can do.
Not right now. Nope.
at the moment,
Not a
yeah.
problem.
All right.
But now that you've identified that it casts spells, knowledge for the future.
There you go. And you know how
Yep.
counter spells work now too, so you can look at.
That's right.
You can look it up too and get the more particulars. You are currently dazed, sir. The closet shrieks and casts her spell.
The what? The what?
Guys, now I'm into closet.
Yeah, we're fighting a closet.
Is correct. So you are currently dazed, and let me give you that status. And that is going to last as the spell you know for 1 round. So, Mihaly, you do that. And that is her turn. Now, Mihaly is currently comes to you, but as you know, you are dazed, sir, and you cannot act. Gunnar, you're up.
As a free action, I shout, "Little one, help the cleric."
Okay.
Well, I'll turn that down.
How high is she off the ground, Mike?
She's about 20 to 30 feet.
Oh,
Idabrix is
she's
like
not
3
engageable
foot
then.
something
No, she's not.
off the ground.
Not with a melee weapon. I mean, you could always huck something, but you know. You do have the creature that's currently engaged with Davdithas, though.
Yeah. I'm gonna flank with Davdithas.
Yep. Okay.
And I'm gonna use power attack. And I'm
Okay.
gonna use one of my. And now I'm gonna use my +3 from Dirtbag Dawn.
Okay. Let's see it. So Gunnar, seeing his friend challenged by one of the creatures in the room, runs in and definitely sidesteps around him and puts himself in he sidesteps around the creature, the sin spawn, steps back and definitely puts himself in position and takes a hit and swings for
Draw my blade across his back with a mighty 20.
with a mighty 20. All right, so that's an 8 plus 12 for 20. And let's see the damage there. How effective was your blow on this creature of evil?
That'll be 15 points of damage.
Okay, so as Gunnar steps behind it in an tactile position, he rakes his sword up the back, separating the meat of his back. It spills open a little bit, and a little bit of his a lot of blood pours out, but a little bit of its bone is exposed. That brings us to Idabrix.
All right. I am going to I'm sorry, I'm looking at chat and they all wanted Gunnar to throw me.
Turn you into Idabrix.
They wanted me to be Idabrix.
That's amazing.
Yeah, anyway. Let's see. I'm gonna come in. I am also going to attack the same enemy that Davdithas and Gunnar are attacking because it's the only one I can reach.
You do have a ranged weapon.
I do, but I'm feeling pretty good about this +1 sword that I have now, the Wolfgar sword. So
okay. So you do not have flank on them, but you do.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Where's everything? That is an 18 to hit.
So Idabrix comes up with the sword of Wolfgar and comes in with as she runs in, she steps to the side of her ally Davdithas and drags her blade across the side of the sin spawn and lands a hit.
And that is for 5 damage.
So as this blow connects, Idabrix cuts through the side of the creature, and its guts fall out the side, and it falls to the ground dead. Davdithas, you're up.
Okay. So we only have one enemy remaining, who is a bit outside of my range. 10. So let's see here. I move my distance here.
Okay. How far are you moving up?
20.
So you're circling around the pool 20 feet in the towards the south of the chamber, towards the creature.
Correct. Diagonally, I'm still in touch range of Gunnar.
Yes, you are.
All right. Well, this may seem familiar, but I'm gonna reach out with one hand with my holy symbol in the other.
Okay.
And as I touch Gunnar, I say, "A bit of luck to ya."
Oh my god.
How does that feel, laddie?
Like you're trying to grab my Lucky Charms.
Ye be right. Ye be right. And I give him a bit of luck, so he can on his next round he can roll 2 d20s anytime he has to roll a 20 and take a more favorable result.
Okay.
That's about all you can say after that, isn't
okay.
it?
Okay. All right.
That's about it.
Okay.
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 All right. So as the creature begins her turn, she takes her blade again and she draws a line down her wrist, and blood falls into the pool again, and it starts to froth. She's also going to that's all she's gonna do for this turn, because that would be a standard action. That brings us to Mihaly. You are no longer dazed, so let's take that status away from you, and I don't want you to get any negatives from that. So as it gets to Mihaly, he recovers from the daze, he shakes the cobwebs out of his head, and it is now his turn.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try to draw a cone to see if I can hit it with a color spray if I move in.
You would not be able to, because she's 25 feet up in the air.
Oh, great point.
Yep.
Darn it. Okay, I will remove that pointer.
Okay.
My apologies. That changes my plan. Does grease affect things that are flying? Would it make it fall to the ground?
No, you don't think so. You think so one option you do have with your grease is you could try and grease the weapon in her hand, and if you land that successfully, she would have to make a save otherwise, or drop the weapon.
Okay, what is the weapon she's carrying?
It's a dagger.
Okay. Oh geez, I'm torn between that and daze. I'm gonna daze her back, because that's exactly what Mihaly would do. He's like, nah, no, that's my thing.
Okay.
I believe I would be within range here.
What's the range on that?
The range, I believe, is 25 plus 5 every 2.
5 for every
so
2 levels?
30.
You would almost
I'm
have to be
level
standing
2.
directly under her.
Ooh.
Because 25 feet up.
That's kind of the same with Greece then.
Correct.
Oh, geez. And acid splash. Oh, goodness.
What about that stage that's behind her? How tall is that?
That is 10 feet up.
It's a height advantage. It helps.
Oh, I'm so torn, guys. I don't know what to do. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm wasting your time.
If I may,
6 seconds.
Yes.
6 seconds. Make a decision.
just use full round action, move like double your speed, and get an advantageous position.
Yeah,
Thank you. That.
Oh. All right, so we did a little bit of a meta there, and I'm going to allow it this turn. But going forward, that's, I mean, a player has to make an action on their turn, and it has to be within a reasonable time. Otherwise, we're getting into tricky territory.
Yep. Okay.
If you're asking me questions about the scenario, I'm not going to pressure you into a time. If you're asking me questions about the scenario, you know what I mean. You have to have the information you need to make an educated decision. But after you have that information, we limit it a little bit. So
I just thought of what I could do.
Okay, what would you like to do?
A while back, I loaded my crossbow, but I never used it.
There you
Can
go.
I just pull it out and fire a shot?
Absolutely.
Thank God. I'm sorry, guys. I forgot all about that.
Mihai,
My apologies.
You're learning this is a fun game.
Thank you.
But we
you.
we want everybody to get to know their character so they can make those decisions. But like I said, I want to make sure you guys have the information you need to play your characters effectively.
I will roll an attack on her of a 10 plus 3 is 13.
Okay, so Mihai draws his crossbow from his back, presents it, lets it fly at the creature, but the creature is just a little too nimble, and it's a small creature flying through the air, so the bolt goes wide of the creature.
Where I haven't used a move action, can I reload same round?
I'll allow it. Yep, I'll allow it.
Okay, I'll reload and just stand still.
All right. Would you like to do anything else?
Can I roll a knowledge to see if there's anything else I can figure out?
You can try.
About this closet? I have Arcana. Will that? Okay.
Let me say.
I have Arcana and I have Dungeoneering, but I assume Arcana is more.
Knowledge Arcana or Knowledge Planes or something to that effect. Yeah.
Okay, I have Arcana. I will roll a 4 plus 4 is 8, sir.
You don't know much about this creature. You're not sure what you haven't heard about this creature before. You're not sure what it is.
Okay.
All right, Gunnar, you're up.
All right. As a move action, I draw the fishing net off the bottom of my pack.
Yep.
Unfurl it.
Okay.
5-foot adjust and range touch attack to entangle the demon in the air.
It wouldn't be a ranged touch, but if you want to throw it as an attack action.
Sure thing.
Ranged attack. Just a ranged attack, not ranged touch.
I will use my +3.
Okay. Didn't you just use it on the previous?
I had one from Dirtbag Don and I got one from Wolfgar.
Okay, sounds good. So give me a ranged attack.
Quick note, did you actually put the +3 modifier on it last time?
Yep.
Okay, thanks.
That is a 17 for a miss, and I'll use my reroll from Davdithas.
Here we go.
Oh gosh.
Worse for an 8.
Okay. So Gunnar throws the net and is unsuccessfully able to hit the creature. She's a wily little creature that you guys now know to be. Well, you don't. I'm sorry, you don't know what it is. And it avoids the net. That brings us to Idabrix.
So at this point, I am going to I'm going to move forward up to about where Davdithas is. I'm going to be kind of like diagonally behind him a little bit, and I'm going to swap out for my crossbow.
Okay.
Oops.
I wonder what you're going to do on your next turn.
Nope, no idea. Whoops.
For those in audio land, he just accidentally dropped a spell in chat.
Nope, nothing happening. Not
Tele-
thinking about
Nothing
it.
to see here.
Telegraphing. All right, Idabrix. So Idabrix draws her crossbow and aims the crossbow at the creature and lets fly.
I'm gonna use my +1 from Heron.
There we go.
Oh, that's not good. That's a 9.
So unfortunately, Idabrix, the bolt flies nowhere near the creature, and ricochets off the wall and lands behind the stage, or up on the stage. All right, Davdithas, you're up, my friend.
I'm gonna cast True Strike.
What are the
I had
odds?
no idea.
That is, I did not see that one coming.
No one did. No one did. I'm gonna start climbing the stairs as well.
Who are you casting True Strike on?
Myself.
Okay.
Yep. And I'm gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20 to get here on the stage.
Okay. So that brings you to within 15 feet of her, Davdithas. I'm sorry, within 10 feet. Guys, my apologies. The stage goes up 15 feet. So,
Okay.
would you like to take any other actions?
Can I gain any knowledge on this creature?
What are your knowledges?
I have knowledge religion,
Okay.
knowledge planes, nobility, history, and
Give me knowledge
arcana.
planes, please.
Planes. Ooh, fascinating. That is a 15.
All right.
Oh,
so
untrained.
you know the name of this creature. This is a quasit. It typically stands about 1.5 feet tall and only weighs about 8 pounds. You know this creature is very often summoned as a familiar for other magical people, practitioner of the magical arts.
Okay.
They form from living souls, and that's pretty much all you know at this point.
Good knowledge.
All
Good
right.
knowledge.
Was there anything else you would like to do at this point?
I'm gonna yell Quasit. I don't know if anyone else can discern any information from that, but I'm just yelling Quasit.
Okay.
I assume I've heard of a closet before, right? Would I pick up on that?
You would have to roll it. I mean, you did. I'm sorry. Well, you already rolled it, and you don't know what this is. You
Okay.
rolled an 8, if I remember correctly. All right. So it goes to her turn. And on her turn, she looks at the approaching cleric, this blasphemous cleric, in her house, the house of her god, and she looks at you, Davdithas, and shouts a command and says, "Stay still."
Ooh, I know this. I know
And-
this.
Oops, hold on. And we're gonna cast. She begins to cast a spell.
I
Okay.
can detect what it is, right? But
I gave you a couple seconds. If you
I
want to
was
try.
muted. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Doesn't matter.
okay. If you want to try to
I
figure it
assume
out,
it stays again.
hold on. I'll allow it. Go quick.
Okay. Spellcraft for 15.
And Davdithas, you may as well. If you.
I mean, if I have the spell, do I know it?
What are your knowledges again?
Let's see,
You have
I've-
knowledge religion, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me knowledge religion.
Okay.
He also has Arcana.
It's
Oh,
21 for knowledge religion.
Yeah, you know this to be the command spell. You as well, Mihaly.
Yeah.
All right.
I have that.
Okay.
spell.
So she shouts down to Davdithas and she says, "Stay still." And it looks like Davdithas is able to shake off the effects of the spell. He rolled very well on your save there, Davdithas.
I have a great will save.
And at this, she holds out her hand and lets another drop of blood fall into the pool. You guys do notice, because you saw it before, when the blood hits the pool, the glow of the pool diminishes as well. And that brings us to Mihaly. You're up, sir.
Okay, I'm gonna let fly another bolt from my crossbow at her.
Okay.
And I roll a nat 20 plus 3 is 23.
Okay.
And then crit not confirmed 11 plus 3 is 14.
Oh, okay. All right. But so Mihaly takes his crossbow out, aims at the creature, and his bolt flies true for how much damage?
I roll a damage of 2.
All right. So as the bolt hits the creature, you see it firmly embedded in the creature, but it doesn't appear to do any damage to it. Gunnar, you're up, sir.
Oh, where I didn't move.
Oh, if you would like to move.
I'll reload.
Yep,
And
absolutely.
as a free action, do bolts not do anything, guys?
Quasit.
I wouldn't know.
Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn before we pass this to Gunnar?
No, all good.
Okay. Gunnar, you're up.
5 foot adjust. Draw my second net. Grab and throw with the +1 from Nate from this week.
Okay.
Oh, God, please. Nope.
What'd you roll, Gunnar?
I rolled a total of a 9.
Okay. So as Gunnar takes the net out of his pack and tries to toss it at the creature dodges to the side and avoids the net. With that, it brings us to Idabrix.
So if I were up on the stage, how high up in the air is she from there?
She is 10 feet. So the stage is 15 feet, and she's about 25 feet.
She's
up.
another 10 feet above that.
Correct.
Okay. And is it safe to assume that I noticed that Mihaly's bolt did really nothing to her from his crossbow?
Yeah, I would say that's safe to assume.
Okay. I would like to run up to the stage and do acrobatics to try to jump up onto the stage.
Okay.
That is a 26 for acrobatics.
I'm gonna say you make it. So Idabrix runs towards the stage, and scrambles up the face of the stage and lands up on top. And yeah, I'll say you can get there. You can get there.
Okay.
All
yeah,
right.
I was gonna say because I'm assuming that's gonna be my entire turn. So.
Probably. No, you could still take a standard action because that's just the movement. 5, 10, 15. Oh, it's a little bit more. It would be a double movement for you because you're 20 feet. Okay.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you'd like to do, Idabrix?
I would like to. Can I just put my crossbow back?
Yep.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. So with that, you guys see in the pool, another hand shoots up, and another hand shoots up, and the creature pulls itself up out of the pool and lands right next to the pool. Davdithas, you're up, my friend.
Oh, choices. All right, let's move. Move to the northeast corner of the rounded edge of the stage. I'm gonna take a shot at the closet with my mighty trusty javelin.
Your trusty javelin. There we go.
Yes.
Isn't that also a weapon of your goddess?
There is, but unfortunately, it's not as strong as the javelin.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Unless I crit, in which case then it is, but I'm not taking that chance right now.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm going to take a attack with a +20 modifier to the javelin.
Okay.
On the closet for 34.
34 hits AC. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Really?
Okay. Let's see if it doesn't
Thankfully.
damage, though. Thankfully.
Right.
If it didn't, we need to run.
I was running. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm closest to the doors, folks.
That's a 6.
So Davdithas, guided by the hand of Desna herself, launches a javelin at the creature. It sticks into her side, and it does damage, but it's not as much as you think it should do.
Wow. That closet is strong.
All right. And with that, it brings us to the flying creature, and she looks at the crowd and surveys the scene, and she begins to cast a spell.
I'll see if I can detect what it is.
All right, give it to me. Gimme.
Give it to me, baby. 20, sir. 15 plus 5.
Mihaly, she is casting a spell called Touch of Fatigue. I'm sorry. No, she is not, because she's not within. She's not in range. I clicked on the wrong spell. She's casting Ray of Enfeeblement. What it is it's a ray that shoots from her hand, and when it lands on the enemy, it weakens them. And for the technical terms, the subject takes a penalty to strength equal to 1d6 plus 1 or 2 caster levels. Maximum 1d6 plus 5.
Is it like a touch type of spell?
It's a ranged touch attack. So it's a ray spell. So it's a ranged touch. It's a little different than a touch squint. Sorry. So she's casting this at Gunnar. You see the rays spring forth and shoot at Gunnar. What just happened?
Apparently Gunnar made a save.
I saved against it.
Oh, it hit.
It also, it rolled.
I'm guessing it has some kind of effect as well.
No.
It has a save, but then it also rolled.
It doesn't just have a save. It has a. You have to land an attack to hit. So why?
So it would have hit, but then he rolled a save, but then they rolled.
Yeah, let me look at it. Oh, fortitude for half. That's what it is. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna let you roll a Gunnar. Give me a d6 plus 2.
That's 4.
So you have a minus 4 to your strength at the moment for 4 rounds.
Oof.
Wow.
Okay. Mihaly, you're up, my friend.
Okay, I'm gonna use a move action to run over towards Gunnar.
Okay.
So I believe I can make it to there. I could make it one step further. I'm gonna stand there and I'm gonna fire my crossbow at. I'm still more than 25 feet away from the closet. Correct?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. Thanks, Davdithas.
I cannot laugh when I hear it. Sorry.
I'm in the
I'm close to the
closet.
closet, but I'm not in it.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna fire a bolt at the creature that crawled out of the pool.
Okay.
And I roll a 7 plus 3 is 10.
So you present your crossbow, aim it over at the creature, and you let fly. But unfortunately, you're not able to land a hit on the creature. Gunnar, you're up.
We're gonna get rid of that pesky strength drain by activating rage, pumping my strength back up to 18.
Okay.
And in a frothing, angering fury, I'm going to charge the spawn.
Okay. So
With a
Gunnar
power attack.
with a power attack.
With a power attack.
Okay. So Gunnar
What?
reaches down inside of himself, and a rage builds in his chest. He starts to pump his legs, and he runs over to the creature. And what weapon are we using, Gunnar?
We're using that magical longsword that I'm going to bring from shoulder to hip.
Okay, let's see that hit. So Gunnar swings forth,
That's a 16 to hit.
and that does break his AC. You land a successful hit on him for how much damage?
That'll be 13 points of damage.
13 points of damage. Okay, so the blow comes through extra heavy, and it connects solidly under the right shoulder of the creature. It comes up and it essentially digs in under the shoulder blade, and blood flows from it from the wound, and you see like a little bit of sinew. It's not quite down to the bone, but the arm looks pretty well damaged.
Mike, I hate to say it, but subtract 2 points off that.
Okay.
That had the +2 for my rage.
Okay. I will adjust that. So that is adjusted. Okay. Davdithas, you have been given a +1 token from
Yes.
Dirtbag Don.
Yes, I will use it well.
Idabrix, you're up.
Okay, so this is what I'm picturing.
Okay, lay it out for me.
What I would really like to do,
Uh-huh.
if I can,
Uh-huh.
because it's gonna take some effort,
Uh-huh.
is I would like to jump from the stage up and try to hit the closet with my sword and land on the ground.
Okay.
Wow. Yeet.
Yeet.
I would like to say a prayer for Idabrix.
Let's start with an acrobatics check. Give me
Okay. That's a 25.
Okay.
Oh my god.
you guys
Right.
see Idabrix run towards the ledge, jump up till she's almost parallel with the creature, and draw her weapon. Or her weapon was in her hand.
Yep.
So her sword at the ready makes an attack on the creature.
Or 4 damage. Or 4 attack. Oh.
Unfortunately misses the creature in her end passing. She goes past the creature with the sword sweeping towards it. And then Idabrix, give me another acrobatics check, please.
Oh, I know what that's for.
Landing.
Oh, that's a 10.
Give me
It's a 1, by the way.
Give
plus
me
9.
That was a 1 plus a 9.
okay, so give me how can we do this? Roll a d6 for me, please.
That's comforting.
That's a 5.
So Idabrix, you land right here. You land you do land on your feet, and you don't do any damage to yourself. But you land, and your body pushes down to the ground, and you're kind of prone. So you will have to take an action to stand up on your next turn.
Okay.
But that was a very epic move, and I am extremely proud of you.
That was.
Yes.
Same.
All right.
Absolutely.
So the creature standing toe to toe with Gunnar is going to rear back and claw bite. So he is going to
Bring it, ugly.
claw. He swings for 12 plus 3 for AC 15.
That's a miss.
His second claw comes in for 3 plus 3 for AC 6.
That's a miss.
And his third, he comes in with his bite for AC 3 minus 2 for 1.
That's a miss.
Okay. Davdithas, to you, sir.
Oh, okay. So if I stand on the very edge of the stage, how close would I be to the closet?
So you would be 5 feet back from it, and you would be 10 feet under it.
Damn, that's
I'm
still
gonna
not close enough.
in this position right here, you'd be 10 feet
Yeah.
below it and 5 feet back. Oh, you'd be in an adjacent square. I'm sorry, so it wouldn't be like 5 feet away, but you're still
10 feet away.
So, it's hard to describe, but the creature would be here, and you would be down like you were on diagonal squares, as your parallel squares. So, but you're still 10 feet under it.
I was gonna say not within melee range, basically.
No, you're not. No.
Okay. All right. So I'll move myself back to where I was standing. I suppose I will attempt to throw. Oh, jeez, this is not gonna work. Just let's throw the star knife at it. Why not?
Ooh, the weapon of his goddess.
Maybe that will have some type of impact on it. I speak to it silently and I say, "Go, Desna, go!" And I take a chuck of it.
You take a chuck of it.
I chuck it technically at this closet.
Okay.
Oh my God.
For 7.
So Davdithas looks down at the weapon of his goddess and says, "I need you now, Desna. I need you now." Reaches back and chucks it at it, and comes with the extremely limp-wristed throw, and it just kind of falls down at the floor next to Idabrix.
Glad that landed on the floor.
Can I run away after that?
You do have a movement.
Yeah, I'm gonna just move like 5 or 10 feet to the wall. just
oops.
Okay.
Remind me, I have to collect some weapons. After
Okay.
this.
Okay. So the creature, the flying creature looks over at Davdithas and begins to cast a spell.
I will detect what spell it is.
Okay, let's see it. Davdithas, would you like to try to figure this one out as well?
So I have what is it? Spellcraft, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't have any ranks in it, so
You can't use it on train,
Can't use it
right,
on train.
exactly.
right? But
I
you
get
have
it.
knowledge
I get a
religion,
10
right?
on it.
I do have knowledge religion, if you would allow that.
Yes.
Okay. Boom. Knowledge religion. That's an 8.
Neither of you are able to figure out what this spell is, okay? So Davdithas, she looks at you and casts a spell. And you are suddenly waves of paralyzing fear wave over you. You stand there and you freeze in space, in place, and you're unable to move.
That is factually accurate.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Because I'm terrified of this thing.
And that will be for 4 rounds.
Fuck. What? Excuse me?
Yep.
Is there a clerical error in there? Get it, cleric? 'Cause-
Mihaly, you're up.
Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna use a full 30 to step up onto the stage. From here, can I
Wait, Deb.
reach it with color spray?
Oh.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was just looking back at the rolls. I wanted to check something. Okay. Yes. From there. Yes, you
Without
can.
endangering
Yes.
my party
Yes,
because
you
they're
can.
below me.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So what you're doing essentially is you're casting it up at an angle
Yeah,
like
up,
this.
up
So I
on
was
a
like,
diagonal.
I was
yeah.
trying to make sure you had enough range.
So I'll cast color spray at the closet.
Okay.
I'm gonna spray the closet with rainbows.
Okay.
Okay.
That's not how that works. Oh wait.
Is it not? I dropped the
No.
cast
Oh,
on the
yeah, it
target.
did. Okay. I thought you were making. I thought it was making attack roll for you. Okay.
It rolled a 7 versus my 15.
Yep. I thought when I looked at the initial roll, I thought it was you rolling an attack roll and saying it was a 1 was a failure. So Mihaly steps forward, presents his hands before him, colors shoot from his hand and hit the creature. Now, Mihaly, I'm going to need you to read this spell description for what's the highest that it
Okay.
affects? I forgot.
Yeah, it will affect everything.
Yeah.
But it goes in tiers of hit dice. 2 or less is unconscious, blinded, and stunned for 2d4,
Okay.
and then stunned for
Keep going. Go higher.
1d4. Okay, 3 or 4 hit dice.
Yep.
Any interest in that, or should I
Yes.
just skip?
Keep going. Yeah. Read that one.
Okay, 3 or 4, the creature is blinded and stunned for 1d4, and then stunned for 1 round.
I'm sorry. Blinded and stunned for 1d4.
Yep, and
Okay.
then stunned for 1 round after that.
Okay. So give me a d4, please.
Okay. A 3.
So, I'm going to apologize one more time. Blind and stun or stun in.
Blinded and stunned for 1d4 rounds, in this
Okay.
case 3, and then
Okay.
stunned for 1 round.
Okay. So the creature shrieks all of a sudden. Its head spinning around the room, and suddenly it becomes stunned. So we have to give this our friend here a couple statuses.
Landbound, right? Please.
Oh, Mihaly, you actually got stunned. That you don't need that.
Well, I'm stunned in general, but you don't need to show it off.
You are
so
shocked at what has happened.
stunned and blind.
I can't believe it. I hit it. I'm stunned.
So
You're stunned. All right, so that is for how many?
3 rounds blinded and stunned, and then stunned from 1
So
additional.
4.
So
Okay.
blinded 3, stunned 4.
Yeah, so really good question. As far as stun, does that knock it out of the
That's
sky?
my next investigation. So,
Yes. This could be a turning point if it does. Although I can't.
If it
join the
falls
fight 'cause
directly at Gunnar's feet and Idabrix's feet, I'm fine with that.
Eat it.
all right, give me
it's getting 8.
I won't be able to help because I'm just paralyzed apparently forever. So I'll be sitting back here watching what you do.
a stunned creature drops everything held, can't take actions, takes a -2 penalty to AC, and loses its dexterity bonus to AC if any. Attackers
Loses
will
its sex.
what?
Loses its sex, it can't fly.
No, it doesn't say anything about that.
But it has to flap its wings to fly. Does it lose movement?
It drops everything in its hands, but it's not paralyzed. It's stunned. Like if you got smacked in the face and you dropped everything in your hand, you would still breathe, right?
But it did lose some dex. Does it make flight checks?
Uh,
How does it stay within the air?
it's an
Flight
innate ability. It's an innate ability of the
Okay.
creature. So when it
No problem.
does actions, it would make checks in that regards.
Okay.
And so you guys have a +4 to hit it. And then we got to look at blind real quick because I know it's got. I'm pretty sure off the top of my head that it has 50% chance to miss, or maybe it's higher than that. The creature cannot see. It takes a -2 penalty to armor class, loses its dexterity bonus to AC. So right now it's at a -6, and it takes a -4 penalty on most strength and dexterity based skill checks and on opposed perception skill checks. All checks and activities that rely on vision, such as reading and perception checks based on sight, automatically fail. All opponents are considered to have total concealment, which is a 50% miss chance. And it must make a DC 10 acrobatics check to move faster than 10 movement. So she is in a hurting unit right now. You guys have a +6 when you're swinging at her.
That's good. That's real good.
Mihaly, would you like to make any other actions?
No. I assume the party kind of saw what happened there.
Oh yeah.
So I don't need to inform them. Yeah.
So
I mean, you
much
can.
color.
You can. You can
I was
yell
just
to
gonna
him.
say, guys, go for it. Hit it now.
Okay. Gunnar, you're up.
So, can I rules lawyer this a second, or are we just going to move on?
Give me your case for it.
According to the book, a animal with wings not using magical flight must maintain a DC 15 fly check if their flight is disrupted. If you were using wings and fail a fly check by 5 or more, you plummet to the ground.
Okay, but what's disrupting her? The attack or the spell?
The spell.
The spell is not causing any direct damage or to paralyze her in any way. She's
Okay.
blind, right?
Okay.
She's blind and she's stunned.
Okay. I'm alright with that.
All right.
I'll attack the creature again then.
Which one?
The one that's facing me. The
Okay.
dog-legged thingy.
Okay. Let's see it.
I will draw the blade across its opposite hip once more.
Nice. Let's see this epic blow. Hamstring it. Ooh.
Oh, that was wrong. Wait, was it wrong? No, that was right. That's a miss.
Okay,
No.
so what do you swing for, Gunnar?
I swing for an 11 total.
Okay, that unfortunately does not. So Gunnar swings back and takes a swing at the creature, but it bounces off the rough hide of the creature and is unable to penetrate. Idabrix, you're up.
All right. So at this point, even though the thing is right in front of me, it's flying too high for me to be able to reach. So I would like to move up next to Gunnar.
Okay.
5-foot movement.
Okay.
And can I attack the creature that he's attacked?
Absolutely.
I would like to do that then.
Okay, let's see that. Let's see that hit from our halfling friend who has come into her own with her combat abilities.
Yeah.
So
Way to
Idabrix,
jinx it, Mike.
Idabrix stands up and walks over to the creature and takes a swing with the Sword of Wolfgar. For how much?
That is a 17 to hit, sir.
AC 17 and connects with a solid hit on the creature.
Yep. And so I am going to attack for 3 damage.
Okay, so it does. Oh yeah, it does break it. So Idabrix comes down and lands 3 damage on the creature. She connects kind of on the side of the neck of the creature, drawing it down the back. I'm sorry, downing it down the breast of the creature, and blood starts to drip, and the creature is clearly bloodied at this point. So the creature standing toe to toe with Gunnar rears back with his claws and starts to take a swing at Gunnar. So he's gonna swing with his left claw first, or that's not what I want to do. Oh, I can do it all at once with one roll. I didn't realize that.
Oh, no, I think that's a do-over.
I definitely think that's a do-over. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you have to do them one at a time.
Yeah,
that's the only way.
Is
It's
that
more
what I gotta do?
suspenseful.
That's how it works. Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
AC 16 plus 3, Gunnar.
They all hit 19, 21, and 20 all hit.
Okay.
Oh my god.
All right. So we're gonna do the claws first, and so he does. That's not what I wanted. I'm sorry.
That's now a miss.
That's
Oh,
a
well.
miss.
So he swings at you with his left hand for 4 + 1 for 5, Gunnar. Comes with a
Okay.
second one for 1 + 1, and then he tries to bite you, and the bite comes through. Wait, why didn't that let me do this? Okay, there we go. So that's the attack. There we go. All right, so he hits for 6 + 1 for 7 more damage, and Gunnar, I'm gonna need a saving throw from you, friend. And that is I believe it's a 4 off the top of my head, but I'm double checking. Boom, boom, boom. Where is it? If it's 4,
25 save.
okay. Let me just make sure.
Yep.
Boom, 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 boom. We're gonna call it 4, because I can't find it expeditiously. So feelings of rage wash over you, Gunnar. But
Too late.
You're too late. Exactly. All right. You're like, it doesn't matter. I'm already pissed. All right.
That's my secret, folks. I'm always angry.
I'm always angry, right? Davdithas, this is your first turn of being just, hey guys, I'm right here. I'm a rock.
So yeah, I'm paralyzed. I can't move, but I can do other actions, right?
Let's read the spell just to make sure. We want to be fair to you, my friend.
Yeah. Otherwise, I'll go for a walk and come back later. So.
Let me look at the spell. So the spell reads, the subject becomes paralyzed and freezes in place. It is aware and breathes. It is aware and breathes normally, but cannot take any actions, even speech. Each round on its turn, the subject may attempt a new saving throw to end the effect. So let's do that.
Okay. Yeah, that's that. I like that.
You like
Let's do
that?
I like that.
This is a full
what's
round
saving
action
throw?
that does not provoke some activity. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that.
So her DC is.
Please say will. Please say will save.
It's whatever we did for the initial spell, which is
That was like
will.
a moon ago.
Will.
Will? Okay. Oh, thank goodness.
Nice.
All right. Will saving. It didn't roll on the table. Hold on. Will saving coming. It's a 21.
So Davdithas, deep from within him, feels the presence of his goddess call to him. A warmth spreads throughout his chest, and he feels the paralyzation start to shake off from his body, and he's able to shake it off.
Yes.
By the power of Desna, he has shaken off the effects of the spell. That brings us to our friend who's in the air, and she shrieks with rage, and she is going to try to cast a spell, which is going to give. We have to do an acrobatics check for our friend now because she's trying to do something. She's actually trying to do something.
She is stunned, right?
Oh, that's right. She is stunned. No actions. You are correct. Right? Mihaly, that is you.
Okay. From where I'm at, can I hit the target that Gunnar and Idabrix have engaged? The Sin Spawn, I believe they're called.
You would have
With
to move
magic
up.
missile, or not magic. Sorry, what am I saying? Like acid splash, 25-foot range, but I have to account for the drop as well.
So 10, 15, 20, 10, 15, 25, 30. You would have to advance one step.
Acid splash is 25 plus 5 every 2.
Okay, so then you have 30.
Okay.
Yep.
I'll do that. I'll cast acid splash at it.
Okay.
And I roll a attack of 20 plus 3 with
Confirm
10 plus
crit.
13 confirm crit.
Nice. So that is a hit. And while you work on damage, I'm going to look up the fumble table.
Okay.
Or
I'm
the
gonna roll
critical hit
a-
table.
I'm gonna roll a damage of 2 plus 2 is 4.
Okay. So you do 4 damage to the. Oh wait. Which one are you attacking? Yeah.
The Sin Spawn.
Oh, that's right. Okay. So you cast a spell at the Sin Spawn. You present your hands. A globule of acid flies to the creature, and you hit him directly in the eyes, and he is blind for 4 rounds.
Nice.
So let's give him that status. Not to you, Mihaly. Not to you.
You man, you're always making me blind. I do Oprah style. I say, and you get to be blind.
And you get to be blind. And you get to be blind. Would you like to?
It was like sympathetic, you know, like, oh, he's blind. I'm also blind.
It's a sympathy blind. Okay.
Yeah.
Mihaly, any other actions?
Where I haven't moved, I'll reload my crossbow.
Okay. Gunnar, you're up, friend.
I'm going to move out of combat so the new blinded demon can take an AOO on me.
He cannot threaten you. Actually, he
Okay.
could, but it's a 50% miss chance, so I'll roll a percentage. Call it high or low, Gunnar.
They're
Hi.
stunned as well, right?
What did you say, Mihaly?
If they're stunned, do they take no action?
But he's not the stun character. He's in hand to hand with the
Oh, I'm sorry.
With the
Sin
Sin Spawn.
Spawn.
Yep.
Right. My
So-
apologies.
You wanted high, Gunnar?
Yep.
Okay. That didn't actually give me. That's funny. Gunnar, he misses. So as you withdraw, the claw comes across, and because he's blind, it's a wild swing. He almost hits Idabrix, but he doesn't connect.
With what little semblance of mind I have, I know that Idabrix can handle herself with the demon, so I run, slide, and grab the net with a 5-foot adjust.
Okay. Are you
I grab
standing?
the net,
Are you standing
and
in the fountain? Just so
wherever the net was, I have to be, I guess. So
I'm gonna say over here, if you don't mind.
Okay.
So that would be put you
That's
right
fine.
near the stage, and the net is at your feet right there.
I grab the net and try another ranged attack with the net on the flying stunned blind thingy.
All right, let's see it. So it's at a -6 now. So
Okay, and I'm going to use the +1 from Nate that was given to me.
okay, let's see it.
That
Yeah.
is a 21 for a hit.
Yeah, I'm gonna call that a hit.
Yeah.
It's a little more. It's actually a little more than that because she's -6, so you'd be hitting an AC 27. So
Nice.
so you throw the net at the creature, okay?
Yep.
And it tangles in the wings. The creature can't see it coming. It tangles the wings and it begins to fall to the ground. On its turn, it'll hit the ground.
For a free action, I scream Idabrix's name.
I'm
Do
on
it.
it.
Well, do it.
Nah.
Idabrix!
Here we
I'm
go.
on it.
Alrighty. Idabrix.
Maybe not this time.
Wait.
Wait. I would like to ready an action for when the quasit hits the ground.
Perfect. Alrighty. Okay. All right. So the creature, standing in front of Idabrix is gonna try to make a attack at her. Idabrix, give me high or low, please.
Low.
Okay.
No faith.
That was a high. So, so he will cannot make a full attack because of the status he's in. But he is gonna try to take a claw at you. So let's see that. Oh, it automatically rolled it, so we're gonna call it a miss. Okay.
Okay.
I didn't realize the system would actually automatically roll that. That's pretty neat. So
That is neat.
That is pretty cool.
So it comes out and takes a swing at Idabrix wildly. Because it's blind, it misses her, and that brings us to Davdithas.
All right, so I'm back to normal, right?
You are back to normal. Let's remove that status from you.
Thank you.
I want to. Oh, it
If you
automatically
ever put it
did
on
when
there.
you made your save. That's weird. Oh, did we?
Nice.
This,
Oh, did we clear? I forget. I don't forget. We're good to go.
this fantasy
Yeah,
system is
Fantasy
so
Grounds is
intuitive.
amazing.
This
If only there
fantasy
was a
ground
way-
system is amazing.
If only
Yeah.
there was a way to win it, you know.
If
Like,
there was only a
anyway.
way to win it, yeah. All right. Davdithas, what would you like to do, my friend?
I'm going to move to the edge of the stage. If I move to this space here,
Yep.
I could just stand on the edge of the stage.
Yes. Yeah. I'm good. What I'm going to count that is you have 1 foot on the ground and 1 foot up on the lip of the stage.
Didn't you say it was like 10 feet up?
The whole stage is.
Oh, okay. I'm on the lip of it. I pictured it 1 foot on the actual ground and 1 foot of the stage.
No.
I was
So
like
you're
some kind of weird spider creature.
you're currently
Go gadget legs.
so the edge of the stage, it's not like that's not 10 feet up. You're up on the stage currently, and it's like a lip. It's not. It's like a like a coping piece or a lip. You're not like
Okay.
Yeah,
All right. Range from me to creature?
10 feet.
10 feet. All right. I've moved 15 feet so far.
You know what?
If
Let's do this. I'm gonna do this. We're in the middle. We're in the middle of the end of the round, so the creature is falling. I'm gonna say she's within
Oh,
arm length.
Yeah.
Morning Star. Huzzah. That's a 19.
That
Wow.
definitely hits because that hits AC 25 with the with her current status. So Davdithas, seeing her fall, steps forward with his Morning Star, clearly mad from the spell that landed to him, and hits her for 6 damage. And while he connects as solidly as he thinks he can, the damage is reduced, but the creature is currently wounded.
I hate the quasit.
So the creature.
Oh my god.
The creature at this point falls to the ground in a net, and she is currently at Gunnar's feet. So she's going to begin to cast a spell. So take your AOO, please, Gunnar.
Oh yeah.
Isn't she still stunned?
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah,
she
she's
is.
still
Okay, so
stunned.
she hits the ground. Boom.
Does she take fall damage?
And I also get my attack.
Yes, she
25
does.
feet.
25 feet. So that is, what is it? It's a D6 point for every. I know it's in range
Remember, every
increments.
10, 1d6 per 10.
I think that's it. Fall
Yep.
damage.
Every 10.
And that triggers Luna's attack.
It does.
Yeah.
Fall.
And she
in.
technically moves through a threatened square of mine.
Creatures that fall take 1d6 points of
That's right.
damage for every 10 feet fallen. So that's 2d6 because she can't make an acrobatics roll because she's stunned. So let's see, 2d6. I am Gunnar. You landed the net, so I'm gonna say that you can roll the 2d6 for me.
Okay. Take 4 points.
4 points of damage. So that is boom, 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 boom. Okay. All right. With that, Idabrix, you can jump in, and I'm gonna adjust
right.
your initiative to. We're gonna say it is on 18.
Okay.
Okay.
So I am going to swing at it now with the short sword. Gunnar, I'm really sorry if I bust up your neck.
This is essentially a helpless flow. She is flat-footed. You can use your sneak attack ability. She
Sweet.
qualifies.
Okay. So how am I rolling that since we don't have the attack set up yet?
So you would roll to hit, and
Okay.
with your is it at your level? Is it 1d6 extra damage?
Yes.
Okay. So that is AC 21. That is definitely a hit. So you're gonna roll your damage and then an additional d6 after that.
Okay. So here is my damage roll. That is 5 damage.
It is not
And then
resisted, and I'll explain why in a second.
Okay, and then another d6 you said?
Yep.
That is a 6.
Ooh.
Wow.
So Luna.
Nice shot.
I'm sorry. So Idabrix, watching this creature fall from the sky, as soon as she sees it coming down and hitting the ground, she plunges the blade of Wolfgar into the side of the creature, doing 11 points of damage. And the reason that it breaks it is because it's a magic weapon. So the system did not account for it, and I think it's because when we made the magic item, we forgot to give it the magic damage type. So, Mihaly, Idabrix, would you like to make any other actions at this point?
Nope. I think I'm all set now.
Okay, Mihaly, you're up.
I'll 5 foot past Davdithas, and I will shoot a bolt at the blinded Sid Spawn.
Okay, so it is in hand-to-hand combat with Idabrix, so it is going to be in -4.
No, is
The
it?
Sin Spawn, yep.
Yeah, I'm diagonal to both.
So the
of them.
diagonals count. Okay.
Yep.
I will acid splash it.
Let's see it.
Okay. I roll a 6 + 3 is 9.
So because of the state the creature is in, blind, you are able to hit with a ranged touch attack at 9. 6 + 3 for 9 hits.
Noise.
So let's see it.
Noise.
I will roll damage of 2.
So as Mihaly's spell speeds towards the creature, it hits him in the eyes again and burns back into what semblance of brain it has, and it falls to the ground dead.
Nice.
And Mihaly, would you like to take any other actions at this point?
Yeah, I'm just gonna shout to the party, get the thing in the net.
The closet?
Get in the closet.
I'm gonna get the
God
closet.
damn.
Gunnar, you're up.
You said helpless, immobile?
I'm sorry, say that again?
The creature in the net is helpless and immobile?
Helpless and immobile. Not coup de grace, but is essentially it's at a -6 right now.
I have a question.
Okay.
When it fell into a square adjacent to Gunnar, would that have accounted for like an attack of opportunity on his
No,
part?
I don't think so. I was thinking about that as it was falling. It
It
wasn't.
have to leave.
It would have to leave a square.
Okay, my apologies. Don't
So-
worry.
Now,
So-
from me up on the stage, did it leave my area?
No,
Damn it.
no, no.
We're like really reaching here, folks.
You
but
guys are.
whatever this thing
You
is,
guys are.
fuck it.
We're so
Yeah.
frustrated with this closet.
Okay.
Gunnar, let's see the attack.
With the magical longsword, I whip it around and I bring it up over my head and I scream out, "Up onto overturned keel, clamored with the heart of steel. Cold is the ocean spread. Your death is on its way." And I power attack. Two-handed.
Excellent.
God
I
damn.
timed it. That was exactly 6 seconds.
That'll be an 18.
That would be a hit because that's a 24.
And she takes 13.
Wow.
And this is a
magical
magical sword. Okay.
Yep.
So Gunnar steps up and presents his sword, calls to his forefathers and his patrons, and drives the sword down in a double-handed motion into the chest of the closet, and it falls dead.
Yes. Oh.
With that, we're gonna be off initiative.
Oh my
Thank
god.
Desna.
I dropped to a knee, holding myself up with the blade. Because that was my last round of rage.
I'm looking high and low for my star knife and javelin.
Okay. You can recover them pretty easy.
All right, I'm grabbing them up.
Idabrix, please search her.
I
I'm
was
not
just gonna
feeling
say
so
I'd like
well.
to search the closet, please.
You gotta get right up in there.
I'd like to look to the left.
Oh, I'm done.
And rocks fall.
Weird. Idabrix just dropped dead.
So weird.
All right.
Yeah.
Idabrix, let me find this. So Idabrix, you find a dagger. You find this is a tiny dagger. You find a black silk gown, the holy symbol of Lamashtu, an obsidian one, again tiny, and a tiny little tiara.
Oh.
It's so cute.
Adorable. It's kind of like a hat.
It is
I'm
kind of
just
like
gonna
a
lean
hat.
over the railing. Did I just hear hat?
It's a,
Well, I'm gonna put it in the bag for now because I'm afraid something might happen. Like it might be bad.
I would like to see.
I want to say something though. Okay.
Okay.
Actually, no. All right, continue. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Priest,
Yes.
tend to my wounds, please.
You seem to be wounded.
While they're doing that, can I identify any of the items or?
Yeah.
Are any of them magic?
Well, I'll cast detect magic first.
There
See
you
if
go.
any of them are magic.
The dagger starts to glow.
Okay. Idabrix, that dagger. Toss it up here. I want to take a look at it.
How about if I hand it gently?
That sounds better. I run down the stairs and reach over.
Oh, that would have been so much fun.
Cool. That would have been hysterical.
We know my acrobatics is high. I
Give me
worry
a-
about yours.
Give me a spellcraft. Please be high.
Okay.
I'll tell you why. If he figures out what this is, I'll tell you why in a second. Why it'd be funny.
Oh gosh.
Okay. I roll a spellcraft of 19 plus 5 is 25. Or
Okay.
24, sorry.
So you look at this dagger, and this is a very well made dagger. This is a +1 cold iron returning dagger.
Oh.
That would have been
Yeah, he's
amazing.
saying.
That would have been great.
So these guys are obviously in on the joke, but for the D&D newbies, myself, and those in chat, could you describe that a little bit? So we're
A
not all
returning
there?
dagger, when you
comes-
It
throw
does
it, it's
exactly
ranged attack,
what it sounds
comes
like.
back to you.
It's a
Yeah.
boomerang
It's a
dagger.
boomerang
Yes.
No,
dagger.
it
you
magically
for real?
it magically reappears back. It's a magical in nature. It's
Yeah.
not like a
Throw
boomerang.
I would have thrown it to you, and it would have reappeared back in my hand.
Oh God, I would. I wish that would have had it playing out. That would have been hilarious. Idabrix, this is a
Yeah,
dagger.
I'm gonna-
This would be a dagger for your size or for Mihaly's size. Not so much. This would be like a toothpick in Gunnar's hands as well as Davdithas.
Yeah, we're big boys.
I'm gonna quickly run back up to the balcony and say, Idabrix, watch this, and I'm gonna huck it across the room.
God.
I'm gonna
Particular
watch.
direction?
Are you throwing it at something, or
No, just like across the room back towards
Okay.
the double doors. Like
Okay.
well clear of you guys, because I'm above
right.
you.
Okay. As you do so, you see the dagger fly across the room, and suddenly it reappears in your hand, Mihaly.
I hold it up and go, how freaking crazy is this?
oh my god, that's the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Here, I'll toss it down to you. And I toss it.
And it reappears
Mike.
in your hand.
I'm gonna get up.
I'm
Okay.
gonna
And,
take a knee.
Hold on one second.
And
Gunnar, what would you like to do? You said it
I'm gonna
first.
get up and start checking these last two doored rooms.
Okay.
all
The
right,
doors
I get off my knee because I was about to heal him, but he has run away.
Okay. So Gunnar, as you get to the door opens and it's a normal room. You don't see anything in there.
Repeat with other room. Rinse, repeat.
The same thing. They're both empty.
Okay.
Yep.
Now I'm gonna head back up to Ye Old Altar.
I chased after him.
So Gunnar is moving around the room, systematically checking the doors, and Davdithas is trying to keep speed with him, but he is unable to because he is very
Fast.
not that he's out of shape. It's more that his armor is weighing him down.
Gunnar,
What?
wait!
I will hit you so hard. I sheath the longsword in my shield, and I sling the shield back on my back,
Okay.
and I unholster my hammer, and that altar's going the hell down as I begin smashing the living hell out of it.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So you start smashing it.
Yep.
Okay. All right. It takes you a couple minutes, but using your hammer, you're able to reduce it to rubble.
I turn around and I look to Davdithas. That one's for your god. We are even now.
I shake my head in approval and I say, let's get some Desna up in this bitch. And I drop to a knee and I channel some healing energy.
This is that new wave Desna I've been
It's that
talking
new
about,
way
folks.
Desna.
Yeah, it's really
Yeah.
hip with the kids.
Boom, 3. All right.
Okay. So everybody heals 3.
Can we go home now?
I would really like to go home.
Mike, can we fast forward the exit out of the tunnel?
You guys leave the tunnel and you leave uneventfully.
Okay.
Nice. I forget what the outside world looks like.
Head back up through the glass factory and out the goddamn door.
Okay.
As
So-
we're going, can I just say something real quick? I'm like, so I'm holding the tiara up to Yachts. I'm like, you didn't see any magic on this, right?
And I'm gonna say to the DM, I didn't.
You did not.
No, I did not. However, this dagger, I mean,
Bloop.
it's
Right
probably
on.
for me or you, but
I'm
Would
now
you
wearing
like
a
it?
nice little tiara.
okay, you have to choose tiara or dagger.
So
You can hang on to the dagger for now.
while they're discussing this, I look back at the party and I go, I'm going to go inform Father Xantis of what's happened. I'm guessing he's going to be at the church.
I'd like
I will
to go
meet
with.
you.
I'm gonna flip the dagger around.
Let's
You are in
hold
my
on one
bag.
second. Hold on one second. I want to resolve Mihaly in Idabrix's action, and then we'll get Gunnar. We'll get you in queue. So what do you got? You guys are having your discussion.
So I asked Mihaly to clarify that there was no magic on the tiara that we
Okay.
picked up,
Okay.
and he said he did not see any on there, and
Okay.
so I am now donning a little tiara.
Okay. All right.
And
yeah, I'm gonna put the dagger in my bag, and if no one's picked up the pendant off of the like the Lamashtu symbol, you said it was made of obsidian.
Obsidian. Yep.
I'll just yank that off the closet's neck as we leave,
Okay.
and just follow in tow with the rest of the party.
Okay.
And we haul ass into the town.
Okay. And your intention is to go, Gunnar, is to head to the chapel to seek out Father Xantis.
Yep, I'm double timing it.
And what would the rest of the party like to do?
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
gonna
going
go
to.
with Gunnar.
yeah,
Yeah.
Cabal
Okay.
go.
Okay. You guys double time it over to the chapel. When you get there, there's acolytes milling about, and they greet you. Well known.
I boom out, not even letting them get an introduction off. Xantis now.
He's not here.
Where?
The Rusty Dragon.
About
I know that
face.
place.
We're heading to the goddamn Rusty Dragon.
Amen. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay.
Holding a bleeding wound on my side as I again run towards the inn.
You're not bleeding. I believe that Davdithas killed your wounds, right?
Oh,
All right.
I still got 10.
Okay. Okay. Fair enough. So you guys make it to the Rusty Dragon, and you walk up to the Rusty Dragon, and the door's closed. Take it from
Push
there.
the door
the door.
open.
Okay.
We're
step
very
in.
familiar with this process to enter the bar.
You guys go into the tavern. You see Father Santa sitting at a table with Amico, and they're talking. With the recent events, you immediately pick up on the fact that Amico's kind of, from the sight of it, she looks sad, and she's obviously talking to Father Santa, so you think she might be getting some comfort at this point.
Oh, good. Both of you are here. We should talk. We just slayed a winged beast that I could only assume is some sort of demonic entity.
It was a closet.
Okay, I don't know what the hell that means.
Not entirely sure.
Perhaps we should take this conversation up to our room.
I'm not moving.
Would
In the
you-
middle of the bar.
Look, there was symbols of Lamashtu in the tunnels below the glassworks. We slayed a closet, and a lot of bad things down there. A lot of bad things.
Okay. So Amico looks over. She looks up. I probably should get some food and drinks. I'm gonna go get some food and drinks, and you guys look.
Yeah.
You could use it. So Amico gets up and
let's-
runs into the kitchen, starts working on that. Father Xanthus looks at you, Davdithas, and says, "Lamashtu."
Yes. We even have a prayer book of Lamashtu with us.
And a holy
You brought
symbol.
that foul thing here.
He brought it here. I point at me.
I'm still standing, so I would be like, should I go dispose of this? I thought you would prefer to do it yourself.
We can do this. Let's you guys look like you could use some rest. Maybe we'll do this tomorrow. But that thing should be destroyed as soon as possible.
I destroyed an altar back there, if that matters.
That's can't be a bad thing.
Okay.
That can't be a bad thing.
No.
Does Father Xanthus have a bag or anything he can carry this stuff in if I just give him the book?
Yep. So Father Xanthus takes the book from you and visibly and flinches as he takes the book, and he slides into a bag, wraps it up, and puts it in another bag.
I just like to say, Father Xanthus, although obviously destroying it is your utmost priority, just think of the information you could glean from it were you to have someone study it.
That's
No,
not
in
how
some
this
sense.
works. That's
very
not how
bad.
this works.
Yup.
Ignorance gets us all killed.
You're talking about. Can you read the words in there?
Not at all, but to know your enemy, study your enemy.
But
if we know what they're coming with, we'll be better prepared for it.
maybe
If we
you
know what
can,
they're
maybe you
capable
can
of.
explain your friend at a later time. I don't think this is a
I'll
conversation.
try
right now.
my best. I will try my best.
Okay.
Well, forgive my ignorance, do what you will. It's ultimately your decision. The book means nothing to me anyway.
Was there any other relics of Lamashtu?
I'm gonna pull out the necklace and hand it over to him.
He just
You
opens
took that too?
he opens the bag and holds it out in front of you, Mihaly.
And the
I just-
bottle of wine.
Hold it out
And
and,
the red
drop
sword.
it
Well, I don't know if there's anything wrong with the wine. Let's talk about the wine for a
in. There's
second.
no symbols of Lamashtu on that wine. You guys settle down. That's
It was in a floating room with the book. Give him the goddamn bottle.
There could have just been a drunk man in there. He could have wandered in and lost it.
Hey, I wandered in there. That's totally plausible.
I'm going to bash your heads together if you don't give him the wand and the bottle.
If you choose to do that, we're gonna have to make an attack roll for that. Davdithas and Mihaly, you
Why don't we do an intimidate check and that will choose what I'm gonna do.
that's fair. I would call that fair.
Sure.
If you can intimidate me, I'll give it. If not, I'm
Same.
keeping it.
That's 24.
Oh shit.
I don't think I think that's an automatic confirm. I don't think I can roll higher than that.
What would be the save against that?
So I would say
Also, plus 10. What is this? Strength check.
He's
Yeah.
huge.
Okay, fine.
I'm huge, and I put ranks in that.
Let me look real
That's
quick.
fair.
I'm trying to think because it'd be like a charisma based let me look at the
Diplomacy?
skills. Yeah, it
You
would
want to
be
just
straight.
do a counter check?
It would be straight
on
straight
intimidate?
diplomacy. Yeah.
Okay. If I roll a 20, I can save it. If I roll a 19,
No,
I
you
can
can't.
save it.
You can't.
I have a +5. A 19 plus 5 is 24. And a match goes to the defender, does it not?
Does not.
It's-
Not in Pathfinder. Goes to the attacker.
We've been through this. Is that the ruling?
Yeah, that's the ruling we made. And this is my theory, and I talked to my DM and he echoed this. A DC is something that you're trying to achieve. You're not trying to achieve one over
yes,
the DC.
that makes sense.
Yeah. And that's the
So it does
It
we
does
both roll
succeed.
24. I'm just not very intimidated, but I am.
Yes.
Now, what
Is
about
that
me?
fair to
'Cause
say?
I'm very partial to the wine. Can I step in?
Yeah. Yep.
All right, let's try it. I need a 20. That's not a 20. That's
That's-
11 plus
that's not
5
a
for
20.
16.
I'm
Yeah.
scared, but I'm only a little bit scared, so I'm gonna pull the wine out and just hand it to Davdithas really quickly and like put my hands up and be like, I want nothing to do with this.
Yeah.
I'm currently shaking.
Your decision.
As I'm holding the wine.
Okay. So Davdithas, if you're gonna follow through with the intimidation roll, you would hand it over to Father Xanthus for inspection.
I have no other choice, don't I?
You're
Well, I
sitting in
mean-
a bar. I think you're all set.
Can
Maybe
I
he
pop the
could
cork
confirm
and
that
chug
there's
it?
nothing wrong with the wine and we could get it back.
Nah, if we're gonna commit to the intimidation roll, if that's how we would decide, we all decided how to resolve it. That's what we're gonna say. That's the action, the
Alright.
follow through action.
I reach out and I give it.
Father Xanthus takes it. You know, he looks at it quickly. He's like, so he casts the spell, and nothing happens with the bottle. I mean, he takes it. He's like, I'll have it investigated further though, and puts it away.
I'm just gonna whisper to Davdithas. That means he's gonna drink it.
What did he cast?
Detect evil? I don't know.
You don't know? Ah,
What do you want me to know everything? He's
you're supposed to know.
he's a cleric of
Anyway,
Desna,
we
just
lost
like
a bottle
you
of
should
wine.
know.
I just call out to Amico.
We're
Another
like
round.
bickering over here in the corner.
Another
round.
Hold on, I haven't even brought you your first round. Let me get this
Bring the
together.
second too. Bring it as well.
Davdithas, I swear, if you throw up in the common room again tonight, you're paying for it.
That's fine. I have the gold.
Wow.
I turn to look at Father Xanthus, and I relay everything that we found in the tunnels and the underground caverns.
Okay.
From the undead in the pits to the demons to the goblins with multiple arms, the floating levitation room, and each item where we found everything.
Okay.
I spare no detail.
Okay.
I also pull the Ransor out of the haversack, and I'm like, this was with a statue, and Davdithas thought it was a good idea to take it, but I'm not really comfortable carrying it around.
Can we leave out the part where Desna told me that I wasn't loved? Can we leave out that one detail?
I leave out nothing.
Oh.
Gunnar.
Would you have been
Ouch,
privy?
man.
Gunnar,
to-
give me a quick, just, you know, you don't have to hit all the points. Give me a little bit of a, you know, tell Father Xanthus about what you saw or what you experienced, and, you know, something like that.
We stepped down into the caves. We found immediately tunnels dug into random other areas. To our right, we found two demons. We moved further on. We found another room that the tunnels were dug into. Moving further down the hall, we found a large
A
room.
loud explosion suddenly rings in everybody's ears. The impact shaking the windows of the Rusty Dragon. The rumble of a building falling, and the rush and whoof of a sudden fire igniting, as well as the smoke, quickly comes to you. Two more sounds of explosions come in quick succession. Fainter, but still audible. Screams erupt from all over us. Father Xanthus looks at you and says, "It has begun." And with that, we're going to end tonight's session.
You're friggin' kidding.
You're
No,
evil.
he's not kidding.
You are pure evil. I just want to let everyone know that. Just
Can I get a sense motive on the DM, please?
He's an asshole.
You don't even have to roll for that one.
Didn't
Nat
even need to
20,
roll.
baby.
this is common knowledge. You don't have to roll for
Yeah,
it.
you don't have to roll for common knowledge. Guys, you guys accomplished something tonight that was very hard, and I'm seriously proud of you. That was a hard fight. That was a very hard fight, guys. And Mihaly, I told you ever since we started talking about playing a sorcerer how clutch a well-timed color splay can be. It changes the course of a fight, and it did.
I knew I had to
guys
do it, but the distance was the issue. I couldn't close the gap quick enough. I had to do it over a couple of rounds, but you're right. That was amazing.
Yeah.
So, anybody fishing net for the win?
Fishing net.
Anybody?
Fishing.
Fishing, right?
He set you up for that fishing net so well.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, man. That's
yachts, pound, air pound that right there, buddy.
other way, other way, Jack.
Oh, there it goes.
There we go.
Yeah, buddy.
Ow, my head.
Quick, Idabrix, duck.
Oh man,
Pound
you guys did amazing. That was a very hard fight, and you guys did very well. And one thing I forgot to notice, but it actually was applied throughout the whole thing, was the quasi had quick healing, and you guys still pushed through that. So
I noticed that, and I was a little frustrated, but I didn't mention it.
I did not notice
you should have just asked. You should have just asked. Like it. I mean, I'll be honest with you guys. Like, there's a lot to keep track of, and it's a very complicated fight, like technical fight that time. And you know, so you guys called me on some stuff, and we had some discussion on how things were going to play out, and I think that's a really good thing, because us as players, and you know, as me as DM and the community out there, I think we all get a lot from that. So that's one thing that I'm never going to be afraid to talk about rules. But I appreciate everybody, you know, putting their input on that stuff. I want to, you know, get the feeling from the crew, and we're going to start at Mihaly and work our way over to Davdithas. So Mihaly, what did you think tonight?
I'm relieved. I knew it was going to be tough, or I shouldn't say I knew, but I had the gut feeling that it was going to be a tough dungeon to clear, given what happened in the previous episode where we were downed multiple times, or at least party members were, myself included. I was really relieved to get back to Sandpoint. I was like, okay, a little bit of calm. Let's head back to the pub, have a pint, and wait for this to all blow over. And yet here we are with some explosions shaking the windows of our beloved pub, and Father Xanthus saying, "It has begun." I, in my uneducated guess, am assuming that that's the, you know, the big one, if I can air quote. It's the big one. It's the goblins coming to attack. That's just my guess. I can't say for sure, but damn. A whole extra week. Can we just do it again tomorrow?
I'm free.
Please?
No.
All right, see you Sunday, folks.
Idabrix.
In short, I had fun. Yeah.
So you all have to come back next Sunday, because that's the day before my birthday. So you all have to be here.
Ooh.
So
Birthday
there
stream.
you go. And then you can find out what happened. What was I gonna say? Tonight was fun. It was kind of fun to pull some stuff together that Gunnar and Idabrix had been talking about, and you know, looking at you know, just some of the stuff that, you know, I haven't been really good at doing, and like suddenly tonight Idabrix is like, yeah, I'm kind of badass now. Like, look at me go. So that's gonna be a lot of fun to watch that manifest.
It's really fun for me to see you come into your own Idabrix, because you know, we had a conversation last week offline about, you know, you had forgot your sneak attack damage, and your character's coming along very well, and you're learning. And Mihaly, this same goes for you. I mean, you seem to be coming into your own very well with your character as well.
Thank you.
But Idabrix, you know, you're you know, a rogue is primarily, you know, there for, you know, like a lot of damage, and you're coming into it, and you're going to be doing a lot of damage coming up. So we look forward to seeing you stick that dagger into the ear of many a foe. And I'm glad you're having fun. Gunnar.
First and foremost, to my team, Scald.
There we go. I only have this tonight. I don't have anything fun. Salute.
Second, I gotta say, I was a little confident going into this fight. The minute I saw her flying and I thought back to my fishing nets, I went, this is gonna be it. And then those first 2 throws, I went, fuck, this is gonna be a pain in the ass, but it's gonna be the only damn way. And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, I hope the mage color sprays, I hope we can stun it or blind it or something. And I'm like, we're gonna hit this thing and all these creatures are gonna start flooding in. And if this thing, like out of character, I'm sitting here thinking, if this thing's a familiar, this sorcerer is gonna come rolling in the minute we drop her, and things are about to get really dirty really quick.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh, this is gonna be a pain in the ass. But it was so much fun to go through.
Mm-hmm.
And I did get to talk to Luna a lot offline, and we discussed a lot of character development in different areas and ways we could go through. I'm turning her into a little shield maiden. This is going to fucking
cute.
happen. So,
She's gonna
that
be the
being
cutest
said-
little northerner ever.
that being said, again, Scald, this was amazing. Mike's big props, man. And guys, thank you for coming along with the journey. This is amazing. Everybody raise your glasses. This has been a fucking blast.
It has been a blast.
So,
Amen.
I
Here we
was
go.
like, good things are coming. Davdithas.
All I can see right now in that room we were just fighting the closet is that altar just looks like a piece of pizza. And it's just
I'm gonna call it a Dorito.
Let's look at it. Let's dive in on this real quick.
Yeah.
It's just making me
It
hungry.
does. It looks like a
Zoom
nacho cheese
and
Dorito.
enhance.
Like,
Enhance.
but look at the crust there, and then you've got like, you know, like seasoning on it, and
It's a
been making me-
nacho.
Guys, I'd like to present to you our cleric here, of strong will, and the
Who ain't scared of
spiritual
nothing?
guidance of this party, and his attention to pizza.
I just couldn't get my mind off of it the whole fight. That's all I got.
Now that you mention it, I am a little hungry.
Yeah.
Right? Look at
yeah.
that pizza.
Yeah, it's
Look at it.
past my dinner time.
Oh, so good.
Guys, I just I say this a lot, but it's funny to see how the fights work out. You know, I'll plan and I'll think that people are gonna get to here tonight, and you know, it's hard to judge the pacing of you know, an actual night. So I try to over prepare so that in case we're you know, we get ahead of ourselves. But this challenging fight right here, it's fun to see these guys learn their roles and learn how to work together as a team. I mean, Mihaly set it up and Gunnar came in and spiked it with the closet. It's seeing them together. Oh, guys, let's talk about for a second. Let's talk about Idabrix's fucking epic jump off the fucking
Man,
balcony
that was cool as shit.
to take a
Oh my
swing
God.
at the closet.
The one that missed?
Yeah, it missed, but
Shut up!
oh,
See you jumping off the stage.
I imagine.
Oh, no,
That's
I
because
knew
he
that
was
was
too
happening.
busy scared in the corner.
oh.
So there.
I honestly
imagine,
considered
like,
I considered following in suit, but then I looked at my acrobatics and I said, -6 modifier. Nope.
That's because
Nope.
you're wearing bad armor.
Yeah.
Well, I was on a little bit of an adrenaline high from, you know, having the kills before and then
From
coming in
kicking
and
ass.
killing the other thing.
Right.
And
Yeah.
I was just like, dude, why not? I'm going
Yeah.
for it.
Oh, that's awesome. I had a lot of fun, guys. Thank you so much, as always, for the cast. Thank
Level
you.
up.
Not yet.
Damn it.
Oh,
Not
man.
yet.
Good try. Good try.
Good try though.
Yeah.
I'll let you. I'll roll it. Roll a diplomacy.
It's gonna fail.
Can we
Can I
all roll it?
diplomacy?
It's
I
like
have
a
good
DC of
diplomacy.
50, so let's just say.
And then we'll add them
Nope.
all together.
No. Okay.
I got a
All right,
17.
so moving on. There's a couple things I'd like to mention before we sign off for tonight, guys. We take your feedback very seriously. So I'm gonna have Jack Wolfhart put a link in the chat. There is a feedback form that we'd love for you guys to fill out. It's completely anonymous, unless you want a response from me personally or a member of the staff. You would have to fill it out and then send me a PM on Discord and say, hey, this is my response if you want to talk about it. That's either way is up to you. You know, if you want to remain completely anonymous, we've gotten some really good feedback from it. and it's caused us to work on a couple things. So we will. I value that. The only way to get better is to listen to feedback, and if people are willing to give feedback, we're willing to listen. So thank you guys so much.
Yeah, we truly appreciate the honesty that we've gotten so far, and it's only helped us get better. So
yeah,
thank you.
Yeah, because I mean, as with any business in the world, you can only make change when you get that feedback. And I find giving you guys an anonymous way to do that. Like, I won't look at it for a week, so I don't know who would fill it out tonight. Like, I look at it once a week, so you don't run into there's a new reply. And we try to figure out who it is. But thank you. If you guys want to take like 10 minutes and do that, the link is in chat. We really, really do appreciate it. Another thing I'd like to say a shout out to is Luna has been doing a phenomenal fucking job in our community, breeding a sense of community with the RP room. Always there to chat in our Discord. So please put your hands together, show us some love. And I from the bottom of my heart and everybody's heart, Luna, thank you so much for everything you do for us.
Oh,
it's
thank
really
you.
appreciated.
I love it. I am having a blast with it. So yeah.
That being said, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Luna.
I was just gonna say, hit me up on Discord if you ever want to chat, because I am always around.
Great Wolf, we are working on that right now. That was one of the feedbacks that I'm working on. We're not gonna have them pinned in the channel. We're gonna have each player is going to have their own profile on our website. So it's just a little easier so you can see level 1, level 2, level 3. But that feedback we've been working on it this week, right, folks? Getting our character sheets created for everybody.
Already done, boss.
Okay, alrighty. So Luna, thank you so much. Jack Wolfheart, all our staff out there, Cawthon, Fey Wolf. Everybody who helps us out, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. We love you guys. It's so good to see you guys. It's so good to see you week after week come back and enjoy this with us. We wouldn't have half the fun without you guys out there throwing the rolls in, giving the bonuses. I did use my bonus tonight, but I didn't call it out, and I apologize about that. But thank you so much for coming out on a weekly basis and hanging out with us. I'm tripping over my words, so I hope you all have a great night. We're going to see you next Sunday for a big pivotal night. It's going to be a very big pivotal night in this campaign, and you guys have to be here with us. Before we go, I just want to send a shout out to all of our Patreon subscribers, all our subs, and everybody who comes back every single week and supports us. As we love you guys. With that, I'm going to kick it over to the ending screen, and we'll show you guys some love, and then we're gonna find a raid target. So let's do that. Kicking it over AFK now. I'm sorry, the ending screen, and let's find somebody to raid. All right, let's kick off those credits, and we'll get the raid going. Oh, one big thing, Jack Wolfheart, could you put it out there? I wanted to mention that we're giving away an ultimate license for Fantasy Grounds. So Jack Wolfheart, if you could throw that link in chat, it would be super appreciated. Check it out, completely free to enter. And you guys can win an ultimate license of Fantasy Grounds, a product we all believe in. As you guys see, we use it all the time. So thank you so much for coming out. We super appreciate it, everybody. And let's kick off this raid. Thanks again to everybody, and I hope you have a great night. Much love from the Tabletop Tavern.